Off to a great start.
Today is a marquee day, Meg. Today is a marquee day.
Yes, sure. I'm just gonna. Yeah, yes, it is. Yep. I'm just gonna yes and that. Yes, and I'm so happy to be here. Episode 7 of Sliced.
Yeah, see? You're everything is
That's. I'm sorry, that sounded thoroughly insincere, but it was very sincere, I promise.
I believe you. I believe you. Absolutely believe you. Welcome back, y'all. Fat, welcome back. Ghetto Bub, welcome back. G1, welcome back, y'all. Appreciate all these offline primes, by the way. Jarek, Eddie, Buke. Thanks for these offline primes. Offline subs. That's how you know we're making it, Meg. People are...
Offline Prime subs, got it. I mean, I think we are making, I mean, there's so many different signs of how Sliced has made it, but I think seeing people do stats on Sliced date, like Sliced related like show data. So some of the analysis of like the early voting has been cool to see. Like that's one of the signs that I think we're making it.
Yeah, the meta is good. I'm eating dinner.
Because it's probably easier to slice on a full stomach, maybe.
You know, it's probably better.
That is probably better, yeah.
I will strongly admit 2 hours, 2+ hours is quite long. Probably not great that you miss tech check, but that's fine. That's fine. People have their lives. They're not streamers.
We've gotten used to doing things live on Slice.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
we can handle it. We can handle it.
Welcome back, everyone. Echo, welcome back. Gothy, welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. All you early people. Tonight, chat. I have a special request tonight, chat. Are you guys here? Is everyone here? Vote yay. Vote yay. I have a special request. Okay. I don't know if Meg is into the special requests as I am, but welcome back, Allison.
We'll find out.
Special request is I need chat to be absolutely engaged from beginning to end tonight. I need absolutely
Yes,
all your energy tonight. All your energy tonight. Okay, chat. I need every single ounce of it because it's just today is a whirlwind, and I'm gonna need a push. Okay.
We need a push. I think we both need a push. Yeah.
We need
Maybe our contestants need pushes too. So
yes.
Yeah, send us energy and vibes and whatever you got, emojis or whatever you. Some emotes.
Yep. Send everything you got. Okay, chat. Send everything you got, because if you, I was telling Meg, the user experience cannot be denied.
This is true.
You know, we even in the tornadoes like we're in right now, Sliced must continue.
Yes.
Farts in chat. Yeah. Wow.
What do we have in chat?
Not hearts in chat.
Oh,
not
heart.
hearts.
Oh, okay.
It's not
All
hearts.
right.
Welcome back, Jesse. Welcome back, y'all. I'm stoked tonight. And by the way, y'all, of course, several contestants have already tweeted out to gain your support through the chat vote. If you are interested in the chat vote, if you are interested in sending your favorite Sliced contestant through, exclamation vote, thank you, Fat is awesome. Exclamation vote. Make sure you vote. Make sure you take it seriously. Make sure you read through everyone's bios. Make sure you see everything everyone's got going on for them. Check out the rankings. Check out the standings. Watch the playbacks on YouTube. Exclamation YT. Check out everyone. Do your homework and make sure you're voting through the contestants you want to see, because chat gets to vote 2 people into the playoffs. And
you missed one, Nick. People should also check out the hashtag on Twitter.
Oh, that's
we love the Twitter hashtag sliced.
That's right. Hashtag slice has been freaking amazing this week.
Yeah, it has. I mean, I think it's been pretty amazing every week. I love it. I love what people are sharing about sliced and sliced adjacent topics. Yes, let's get it trending. Can we get sliced trending? How does that happen?
Just be wild, chat.
Just be slicing on Twitter, please.
Welcome back, Ken. David, welcome back, y'all. We're gonna need your energy, okay, tonight, chat. We need your energy. I'm gonna try super hard tonight. Just back me up, all right? We need it. I need it tonight. I was joking. I was half joking in Discord when I said I was doing a vocal meditation, but the vocal cords are a little sore today, Mag.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, you heard? Like they sound sore.
I didn't hear.
Oh.
I didn't hear. In that sense, yeah. I read the words that you typed to me. Yeah.
Question: what is exactly about to happen? In 3
Honestly, I don't know. Yeah.
Tonight, who knows? In 2 minutes, the show will begin. And then 4 data scientists you may know will get a data scientist that they don't know. And they have to spend the next 2 hours crafting predictive models, creating data visualization, and along the way, while doing all their coding live in front of all of you, they get awarded points. The person with the most points by the end of the night wins the night, and this is week 7 of 8 of the regular season. The top 4 point getters of the 16 data scientists we have, they will move on to the playoffs, and then another 4 get voted in. So in 2 weeks, the playoffs start, and the winner, the champion at the end of the season, at the end of the playoffs, after the championship is over, the champion gets a knife, and that knife is engraved with the SLICED logo.
The knife is also in my bedside nightstand right now, so if anybody wants to know.
Yeah, the singing, I don't think it was the singing. I think it was something else, but welcome back, y'all. Isamore, welcome back. Nori, welcome back. Tan, welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, everyone.
You know who I would love to welcome back, Nick?
Who would you love to welcome back?
I would love to welcome back our contestant that we're still waiting on.
Me too.
Got 6 minutes, yeah.
Me too. It's okay, you know? It's okay. Speaking of which, I believe it's time. We'll keep that monitor. We'll monitor it for that. But for now, I think it's we'll be back, chat. We'll be back in about 4 minutes. Oh, fuck.
You're okay.
What did I do? I don't know what I just did, Meg. Oh,
I
this
don't
is
know.
what I
See
did.
all.
This is what
I
I
just see
did.
darkness.
Oh my
There we go.
god.
Okay.
Welcome back, Meg.
I mean, you can forget a lot in a week's time, like how to run the show, I guess.
Yes, it's 11th times the charm, you know? So
11th. Yeah. We're really gonna nail this by the time we get to the championship in August, yeah.
That's right. Welcome back,
What
everyone.
nailing it looks like. We get to define that, I guess.
That's true. We are the carpenters of Slice, you know?
This is true.
You know. So welcome back, everybody, to another week, another Sliced episode. I am your host, Nick Wan. I am a manager of data science over at KFC, and my co-host is Meg Risdall. Meg?
Hey, I'm Meg Risdall, Nick's co-host and product lead at Kaggle.
Is that how it like came off? Did it come off like, oh?
Did I say it weird? Did I say something weird?
No, I think I said something weird. Anyway, how's everyone in chat? Is everyone good? Everyone well? Well, I hope everyone is well. I'll let you know that this week is pretty amazing. We got 4 contestants for you who are just ready. You haven't seen a few of them in a while. The last time you saw a couple of them were in the first 2 episodes. So it's been nearly 6 weeks for some of them, and 6 or 7 weeks for one of them. So hopefully you'll remember a few of them. Let's see who they are right now.
Hi, my name is Josiah Perry. I'm representing Marin School of the Arts at Novato High School in Novato, California.
My name is Dr. Gregory Matthews. I am the director of the data science program at Loyola University Chicago.
David Robinson, principal data scientist at Heath.
My name is Ethan Douglas, and I'm a data analyst at The Athletic.
And right now, we are on Josiah Perry's screen. What do we have on Josiah, Meg?
Yeah, so I can tell you a little bit about Josiah. I think he was our season 1, episode 1 part of that group. So he's back today for episode 7. He is a huge espresso nerd. He's annoyingly particular about it. I wonder if, espresso was part of the dinner that he's even eating in his photo here, I realized. That was what he was up to immediately before episode tonight. His favorite way to travel is by coffee shop hopping. He's also a huge music buff with a secret love of metalcore and post-hardcore. He's going to be one of a couple of our R users tonight. He's particularly interested in the use of R in the public sector and nonprofit space.
Josiah Perry, and he did take home the chat vote from that first week, so we'll see if he has his fan base here. Team Josiah, Dad Core himself, Josiah Perry. Let's go over to Greg Matthews, and we do have some interesting news about Greg Matthews, right, Meg?
Do we? What is Greg Matthews news?
I believe Greg Matthews news is his is where he is located right now.
Yes. Okay, so this is very hot off the presses. Apparently he got kicked out of Loyola, or they shut down his internet for whatever reason, and he is competing on Sliced from a Starbucks. So there you go. That's another Sliced first. We have at least one Sliced first every episode, and tonight's is that Greg Matthews is playing from a Starbucks.
That is right. I would say
Let's hope they don't shut his internet off.
I was gonna say that, it would be kind of weird to be streaming from a Starbucks, but then again, it's just a screen share, so I feel like he might be pretty under the radar.
Yeah.
What do you think?
But is this also a Starbucks first? Like, this is a Sliced first, certainly. But
What
do you think?
What do you think his drink is right now? Do you think he's like a Frappuccino kind of guy, or?
I don't know. Yeah, Frappuccino late at night, right before Starbucks. I don't know if I would go for a diuretic, right? Like I want to be able to stay planted in front of my laptop for the full 2 hours.
Let's go over to D-Rob, and what do we know about our good friend David Robinson.
Yeah, so I think we just recently saw David Robinson compete. I think he was one of the later competitors in our lap 1, if I recall correctly. But yeah, to tell you a little bit more about David Robinson, if you're not already familiar with D-Rob, he's got a 1-year-old son. He dubs a pandemic baby, Ben, who takes up a lot of his time outside of data science. He's lived in Manhattan for 11 years, and one of his guilty pleasures is Taylor Swift, and another is Marvel movies. But, you know, I would say a lot of people are fans of both Taylor Swift and Marvel movies, so I don't know. Yeah, and he is, of course, another one of our Tidyverse competitors tonight.
That's right, and D-Rob, he is, I believe, casting his competition point of view over at his YouTube channel, so feel free to go over there and check him out over on YouTube if you get tired of switching around on all these different screens and you want to follow along with just D-Rob. Last but not least, we got Ethan Douglas getting ready to go here, and let's go check out Ethan Douglas in his own words, y'all.
So my name is Ethan Douglas. I'm a data analyst at The Athletic, a sports media company. People have described me in the NFL analytics community as a more charismatic Ben Baldwin. Yeah, so I'm a data analyst. I'm not a data scientist. I can churn out a lot of charts, a lot of data visualizations, and explore data. I do have some skill in feature engineering and some creativity, but definitely will lack a bit on the hard modeling side. I have these boxing gloves with me. You know, boxing is something I really love to do, and it's something that's taught me a lot about myself. In the words of a famous philosopher, life isn't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's Rocky Balboa. You know, if you're willing to get in the ring and take some punches, then you can accomplish a lot. I have no idea how my style of coding and analyzing compares to others. Yeah, I mean, I probably will lose, to be honest. Losing isn't something I really view as failure. I don't have high expectations, but I'm really excited just to learn and compete and test myself.
And what else do we have on Ethan Douglas, Meg?
Sure. Well, normally I would riff off of like the contestant videos, but for whatever reason, I can't actually hear the stream even though I unmute it. So I'll just kind of go with, what he's provided us, that he wants the audience of Slice to know. He says that he loves being active, whether that's playing a sport. He's a huge beach volleyball fan, which, fortunately for him, he lives in Los Angeles, just like me, and we've got a great beach, lots of volleyball nearby. He does a lot of hiking, paddleboarding, etc. He's a big dog fan. I don't know if that's like he's a big dog fan or he's a fan of big dogs. I'm not really sure, what that means, but he has a 4-year-old Vizsla named Winston. So somebody in chat, tell me if that's a big dog or if Ethan's the big dog.
A Vizsla is a big dog.
Is it a big dog? Okay.
A Vizsla is pretty big.
All right. Okay. So he must be a big dog fan. And his dog is a Frisbee fan. Hopefully Ethan is also
into Frisbee.
into Frisbee. He's grown up competing in combat sports. Sliced is, of course, not a combat sport. We haven't done any kind of crossover yet. But mainly wrestling. He's also branched into jiu-jitsu, boxing, and MMA. He's actually an undefeated 1-0 boxer. I think I asked you last time. Did I say that right? 1-0.
Yeah.
1-0. Excuse me. I have to type it out so I say it right next time. He's an undefeated boxer, 1-0. It was an event for charity at his grad school, but he's keeping that title forever. And we will see if he is able to, snag another title, the Slice title, the Slice knife.
I'm extremely excited to check out what he has to offer. He is in Jupiter Lab right now. They'll be getting going in about 7 minutes, y'all. And let's talk a little about that data set tonight, Meg.
So the data set tonight is, it's classic machine learning problem. They're predicting whether bank customers or credit card customers at a bank are churned or not. So it's a pretty classic binary classification challenge. They got a bunch of data about these customers, and they'll be using that data to predict whether the customer is churned or not. And their evaluation metric tonight is log loss, which I think I saw Josiah. That was the first thing that he did was Google Google log loss. So
I do see that in his tabs. We're on Josiah's screen right now. Log loss, tidy models is the search.
So they'll be predicting probability. I think I remember somebody, I don't know if it was a live contestant in a previous episode where you had log loss as their evaluation metric, but you're not predicting the class, you're predicting the probability between 0 and 1. So just FYI for anybody in the audience who'd like to participate alongside our contestants tonight, you can grab the data at !data and participate along. As in previous weeks, we do have prizes. So we've got Kaggle Swag, or Swaggle, as chat has nicely dubbed it, of your choosing if you're one of our top, or the top audience participant on the leaderboard. And you'll also get a code to redeem a NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute course.
I thought you came up with Swaggle.
I'm pretty sure that it was from chat. I wouldn't sully the Kaggle brand like that. Like as a representative. Kidding. No, I'm pretty sure it was somebody in chat. I don't know if anybody wants to take credit for Swaggle, but I don't think it was a Meg innovation.
Wow, Swaggle, yes. On top of Swaggle, and on top of the NVIDIA stuff, I do want to say that you do have a chance to win NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute code just being in chat. So we'll let you know sometime during this stream when you need to just be active in chat. You just have to say something in chat, and we will randomly draw from the pool. So if you're not participating, don't worry. You still have a chance at winning some giveaway stuff. So.
Oof. Yeah, and tonight is a great night to just share some of your energy with us, with the contestants in chat. Not only will it get you the chance to win the NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute code giveaway, it will also help us. We just need your energy tonight, so chat away.
All right. Some breaking news. Some more breaking news.
Ooh. Like this very moment breaking news?
This very moment breaking news. Greg Matthews, he went to a Starbucks and it's closing in... it's closing. It's actually closing now. So he is actually going home to compete from home. So again, if you have been following this this breaking news trail, Greg Matthews' internet at Loyola, I don't know what happened, but he wasn't able to connect to the internet. It sounds like it was like an internet malfunction of some sort at the campus. He went to a Starbucks. That Starbucks is now closing. So now he is headed home. So whatever the time discount is between him going from Loyola going from the Starbucks to his car to home, starting up his stuff again and competing, that is sort of the situation he's presented with. So completely random, unfortunate that it's happening literally on show night, but we'll see if the director of data science at Loyola has the statistical prowess to make it through. But, hearts in chat for Greg. He's definitely going to need your help, your energy tonight, y'all.
Should we talk about what our contestants need overall to advance to the playoffs, Nick?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's before we go, let's just see Greg's last screen that he had before he left for home. He was looking for
Greg.
Utilization ratio, and that was the last thing. That was the last thing we saw until he had to get into his car. But yeah, let's talk about golden features.
Oh yeah, let's talk about golden features. So, if this is your first episode of Sliced, welcome, and let me tell you all about our golden features for tonight. So, golden features are 2 features in the dataset, or kind of like through the 2 hours that our contestants are going to be live coding, that they can discover to earn points that get added to their totals tonight. So there's the 2 golden features are with 5 and 10 points. The contestants, they can each find any of them. And our 5-point golden feature tonight is to create a plot that facets by education. So they can do any XY they want. We just want to see a facet by education. And then our 10-point golden feature is to do some kind of customer segmentation. So segment the customers in the data set into clusters and then visualize it. So we want to see some visualization of segmentation analysis effectively. So yeah, those are the golden features for tonight.
That's
and we're just 1 minute away, I believe, from when our contestants can begin coding.
That's right. So they've been looking at the data dictionary, they've been looking through the data, they've been trying to get ideas of how to attack this for the last 15 minutes. You, in chat, have had access to this data set for whatever you want to do with it tonight. Ideally, it is competing alongside our contestants. Competing in this show, it cannot be done without the help of some of our supporters. So just a really big shout out real quick to our supporters for this season. Thank you, our studio. We appreciate the support from our studio this season. Just as well, thank you, Streamlit, for the support this season. And finally, thank you for the support, NVIDIA. Appreciate all of the support from our
supporters.
Our supporters. And they are going. We do see Stats in the Wild back in action here. Okay, this is
no way.
This is definitely not the screen we wanted to show, because that is absolutely leaking all of his DMs. Quickly, let's go to a place where someone's actually coding. We got to Ethan Douglas. No fun comments since y'all ain't voting for my ass anyway, says Ethan, which is crazy because I believe in the current chat vote to get sent to the playoffs, Ethan is in the lead right now, right, Meg?
By a quite significant margin, if what you shared with me yesterday still holds.
That's right. So there is a good amount of first place votes that Ethan has garnered. Garnered? Is that the word?
Yeah. Garnered.
And he has a very commanding lead of first place. Now, it has just started. If you're interested in sending your favorite Slice contestant through into the playoffs,
you can change that. You can change that if you want.
Absolutely. Exclamation vote. That will get you to the voting page. That voting page, you get 5. You get to choose your top 5 Slice contestants. It is ranked choice order, or ranked choice voting. People with first place votes get 5 vote points. People with 5th place votes get 1 vote point, so on and so forth. So Ethan with a very commanding first place lead currently, with many first place votes, but still only less than 24 hours into the voting, and we'll see what happens over the next 10-ish days. So
I love, like... Sorry,
no, what was
I was just gonna say that I love, like, the Sliced audience, that, like, it's so, like, indicative of sort of, like, what kind of audience we have based on, like, just, like, the nerding out I've seen over the, like, the ranked choice voting and how the voting works. Like, people are super into, like, debating, like, the voting system for Sliced. I love it.
It's fantastic. You know,
it's pretty fabulous.
Every you know, little tiny thing that we do on Sliced, it's all data. You know, everyone finds a way to datafy it, and I love it.
Me too.
We're over on David Robinson's screen. It's been told that if you try to put Usain Bolt and David Robinson's typing a crossfold validation next to each other, David Robinson actually wins the sprint.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've been told that. I've heard that. So, D-Rob, known for his extremely fast, lightning quick, not just development, but extremely accurate path forward in terms of workflow and data science notebooking. What do you David Robinson, last time around, it was him and Jesse, and he lost out in the chat vote by 3 votes. So,
damn.
There was a very cool person driving a loud car just now. He was so
A
cool.
very cool person.
So cool. How do you, when you're someone like David Robinson with the community that you have and such a big following, do you feel that he might have took that personally, took that as a hit to his ego, that his community didn't come through on his first lap?
My God, I don't know if I want to speak to David Robinson's ego or not while I'm being recorded live. But I have I could speak to the things I've observed, right? Like he's definitely sharing a lot about Sliced and his performance on Sliced with his community through Twitter. I know that he's dedicating, I think, the streams that he would normally do Tidy Tuesday to Sliced. So he's been taking each of the week's data sets from previous episodes and modeling on those. And so, he's definitely invested, I think, in winning, and he's definitely invested in getting the word out about his participation. So those are my observations. I don't know how much I want to try to get into his psyche or anything. And that's not David specifically. It's just any of our contestants.
I'm telling you, now that we're sports people, Meg, you kind of gotta dig deep.
Man, so much pressure.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta find when they call it a devastating loss or a demoralizing loss. Why? How do they know? It's just points.
This is true, but I'm probably not going to be colleagues with a professional basketball player or a professional baseball player, but I have been colleague cousins or colleague once removed with David Robinson. We both worked at Stack Overflow. We didn't overlap, but
I'm sure all the things you said. David Robinson is absolutely taking it very seriously as his summer of streaming has dictated through his Twitter. Very excited to see him come back, not just with modeling, but all sorts of things. He has been competing every single week during our live contest here. So so we'll see what all that training has in store for us tonight. We're on Greg Matthews' screen right now, Meg.
I'm so glad that we are still on his screen somehow. I wonder if he's just waiting until he literally gets kicked out before. Because, he could at least then use, the drive home to kind of, write some code in his head, come up with kind of more planning in his head or something like that. I don't know.
It's not impossible,
Yeah.
Sometimes, I'll wake up in the middle of the night thinking, of code. And, I'll try something that I debugged in my dream, and sometimes it works. Sometimes I'm this isn't even a real package.
Totally.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Nick, I'm going to kick off our prediction that we kick off every night, which is
hold on. Oh, God, he was so close, Meg.
Are we almost going to see a facet plot?
Yeah, we got it. So we got horizontal bars split by gender for churn,
right.
But he didn't facet. So if he breaks this out into each of its individual subplots, if you will, for these levels of education, that's 5 points to his name if he could do it. But I'm sure
you keep an eye on that. I'm going to kick off that prediction. Whether one of our contestants will submit before 9:30 Eastern, yes or no? Because I see that some of our other contestants from other weeks have already found their way to the leaderboard so quickly, within just minutes. So I'm going to start that off. So chat, please show us how engaged and active and excited you are for Sliced and for our contestants tonight by letting us know in our prediction whether you think we will see one of our contestants who's participating tonight, not other nights, but tonight, make a submission to the leaderboard.
That's right. We are on Greg Matthews' screen. It looks like he has some sort of a quantity rug type plot here. Looks like he's just trying to find distribution in terms of size or area or whatever this might be. He does have some percentages in terms of education level. People are hovering around this education level factor here. We see D-Rob with some income category. He's plotting some really basic, just statistical plots right now. Just trying to get his head.
He's shoot error bars too, which is pretty cool to see him pull that off in just a mere 8 minutes with the dataset.
Getting familiar with the data set. This is, in my opinion, this is a pretty, I don't know if dense is the word, but I feel like if you haven't seen some sort of like business or transactional kind of data before, or customer level data in like a business sense, this might seem a little foreign to some of these competitors, just because a lot of the stuff that some of these people do are far more either micro level, like we're talking like, Ethan Douglas was working with player tracking data.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Greg Matthews works on teeth.
Teeth. Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
He does like statistical analysis of teeth.
Human teeth or all teeth? Anything that has teeth?
I think it's human teeth.
Okay.
It's something
all right.
he tweets about.
Wow.
But some folks, when it comes down to churn or when it comes down to activity in terms of business analytics or business intelligence, it could seem a little foreign. And so I'm wondering if someone like Greg or someone like Ethan may be on struggling a little to get their mind wrapped around what they exactly need to do here. And one way to attack these problems is just throw all the features into a model and see what happens. But I think all the contestants here, just based off how they're approaching the data to start with, they're all just trying to wrap their mind around what's going on with the data set.
Yep. Although, do you think it's more or less foreign than the Twitch data set from last week?
Next question.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people are bank customers. A lot of people have credit cards.
Welcome back, everyone. Julia, welcome back. Yes, teeth. He literally works with he has some sort of like anthropology collaborator. Literally, I'm not even making this up. You ask him, okay? Y'all ask him. Go tweet at him, teeth. You're just sending like teeth emojis. Like, he literally works on like identifying traits of like some sort of anthropology thing through teeth. Teeth, okay, got it.
I don't know why, but I just tweeted a tooth emoji with the hashtag sliced. I just felt compelled to do that.
That is
live right now.
That is excellent. That is excellent. On D-Rob's screen now, we've gone from horizontal bars to vertical bars, Meg.
Maybe is he doing a little bit of like golden feature searching? I know he was a little like bitter about the golden feature. It was a little wacky, I think. And his episode, lap 1. Yeah, I think he had a few words about the golden feature from that episode.
That's right. He, I believe, if I recall a D-Rob quote, it was, "I would have never done that."
Yep. Yeah. So maybe he's gonna give it a shot, doing some golden feature hunting.
I extremely excited to see what happens when he starts getting going. Because remember, D-Rob during his show, he had all sorts of fun data viz, and he ended up coming, I believe, second place in data viz.
Yeah.
So
I think if I remember correctly, I think I gave him more points, and you gave one of our other contestants, maybe Jesse, more points.
I think I did give Jesse more points. It was just more fun. Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse just has a knack for fun. So
what does this mean? No missing values again. Curse you, Squidward.
It's because
we've got a SpongeBob reference, but
so it's because Ethan. We're on Ethan's screen right now, by the way, everyone. Ethan, after he saw the missing data imputation episode with Julia Silgi and who else was on that episode?
That's right.
All the people doing.
Tony, I think, was on that episode.
What was that data set? Was that?
It was the bird strikes.
Oh, right, so, air. That's right, airline stuff. Okay, so so he trained super hard on that data set for like 2 weeks up to his show date, and he got it down to where like he was able to impute really accurately with some of like the new packages he learned. And so he's been waiting for a moment to show off his imputation skills.
Oh my god.
But he's just, we're
Oof.
we're not teeing him up, We're not teeing him up.
Can I maybe for a future week I can take one of our data sets and make it semi-synthetic by cute. Make it semi-synthetic by inserting some missing data.
Yeah.
Just for even.
Hey, here's some Greg Matthews trying to relate to the youth.
Relate to the youth by busting out some GG plot. So relatable.
Yeah. So some
Hashtag relatable.
There you go.
So who are the faces though? We've got Basear, and then who's the face of Tidyverse?
I think this is one of his students, or
oh,
one of his grad students. Or something.
Adorable.
Yes, Greg Matthews, who, by the way, he would like us to know that is not a man bun, but is a top knot. Top knot. So, speaking of things we should know about people, maybe we should get to know another one of our contestants, Meg.
Let's do it.
Let's take a look at what D-Rob has to say.
I'm Dave Robinson. I'm Principal Data Scientist at HEAP. I've been working in data science for about 6 years, and before that I did my PhD at Princeton in computational biology. I've been using R for 10 years. I've been using the Tidyverse since before it was called that. It's a set of tools that I really like and I really enjoy. I think a tool is really powerful in terms of how it shapes our thinking, in terms of how it shapes the way we solve problems. Outside of data science, my favorite thing to do is spend time with my son, Ben. He's only 15 months old, but he's a real treat. And so he's not quite old enough yet to be rooting for me, but he's almost old enough, I think, to be learning ggplot too. So I'm planning to start him on that sometime really soon. I hope that people root for me because I'm not here to win. I'm here to learn and I'm here to share. I've run a couple marathons, and there's a saying in racing where you say, don't try anything new on race day. So my hope is that I'm trying lots of new things while I'm practicing and drilling myself for SLICED so that on race day, I'm just ready to execute.
What else do we have on D-Rob, Meg?
Yeah, so to tell you a little bit more about D-Rob, I already told you that he's got a pandemic baby Ben, he's lived in Manhattan for 11 years, and he loves Taylor Swift and Marvel movies. That's outside of data science. Inside of data science, he's obviously a huge fan of the Tidyverse, especially dplyr and ggplot. He loves how intuitive dbplyr is for working with SQL databases. These days he uses Snowflake. His favorite machine learning methods include lasso regression and PCA. I believe either on Twitter or maybe on Discord he shared a little bit about his intended approach for tonight's data set. Again, obviously without having seen the data set up front. I don't recall if either of those were lasso regression or PCA. PCA wouldn't be a bad thing to use tonight to find one of our golden features, perhaps. Doing a little bit of clustering, maybe. Dimensionality reduction, we'll see. He obviously, if you're familiar with David Robinson, you know that he likes to stream weekly exploratory data analyses on his YouTube channel. Most of his analyses focus on interpretation and visualization. And so he's excited to try out competitive supervised machine learning on SLICED.
I'm just getting word that there is an insane score from an insane contestant.
I also see that on the leaderboard. Jesse Mostapet.
What is going on, girl?
Girl!
Look at this! She has solved bank churn. She has solved bank churn.
All right. Put it away, folks. We're done. We've solved bank churn. Another sliced first.
Oh. Incredible. Read some stuff from Max Kuhn, yes. Incredible.
We shouldn't leak this, but I do wish I could know what her score was on the private leaderboard. Because I guess this is a... Ooh! Are we seeing a submission right now?
We are. So now he really shouldn't have done. No, okay, that we know what's happening. Ethan is realizing he just put up a really good submission, and now he's freaking out because he sees Jesse's name. He sees and that is the only thing he copied. He sees Jesse's name. He's
literally screenshotting this right now.
Oh my god. He's going to psych himself out if he thinks about this too hard, because it's only 1% of the data.
Yes, exactly. That was what I was going to remind folks, especially for folks who are new to Sliced. If this is your first episode, and if you haven't followed along on the dataset on Kaggle, we have the public leaderboard. You can see contestants ranked on the public leaderboard when they make submissions, but that's evaluated just on 1% of the test dataset. So we do the private leaderboard reveal at the end. I'm waiting to see what his commentary is on this perfect score from Jesse. So we did the private leaderboard at the end, and that's when we reveal the score that's evaluated in the remaining 99% of the test dataset. This isn't quite as bad as last week, where our public leaderboard was evaluated on just 2 records. Jesse has rattled me. I am shook. 100% accuracy. WTF. Markdown heading size maximum.
Wow. Heads up, chat. She might be a witch. She might be a witch. Prepare to burn. Wow. That's it's you know,
we've got some threats of violence between contestants.
Any Wiccan, any people of Wicca in the chat? Wiccans in the chat, y'all?
Jesse says in chat, this is the greatest moment of her life. So
let's go over to Greg Matthews. How big is the set today? Feel free to check it out. Exclamation data.
I like his meme that we've got here. I can't actually read what it says because I'm covering it with my own face, but something a meaningful, yeah, I am thinking of a meaningful variable name. It's cute.
I was noticing on Greg's screen, he was doing some of these ridge plots, these kernel density estimates, and it seemed, I don't know. I don't know exactly what he's trying to do here, because he's not looking at the target. It's he's just
whenever they do something like that, I just chalk it up to they must be golden feature searching. Like that must be like it has to be an explanation for it. I don't understand what it is. Therefore, yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible.
I don't know.
It's
I love the untitled 36 that we see here. So we are the 36th notebook in this IDE.
I don't know if you remember, like from a year or so ago, Meg, but I used to try to collect. Well, you do remember, because I remember you were trying to get me to publish the data as a Kaggle set, but I was trying to collect data on tab hoarding.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Oh wait, hold on. We have a facet. We have a facet plot.
Where do we have a facet?
David Robinson has a facet plot. Oh, but it's just through all of the different features. It's not through one feature.
All right.
If he goes one level deeper here, if he goes into faceting out,
facet inception, one layer deeper,
and then he just needs to figure out the XY and then hue however he wants, and he'd get it here. So close. Back to Greg. When I came out with the term tab hoarding, Greg was streaming a lot more frequently back then, and I asked if he was a tab hoarder, and he was like, absolutely no question. But it's not just pervasive in his tabs on like his browser, it's pervasive everywhere, as you could see with Untitled 36 next to Untitled 30. What's 31 through 35, Mag?
Right, where did those go? I also see it looks like he's got something, I want to say Titanic related. Another classic Kaggle dataset.
I see Titan. Yeah, I think that does mean he's probably trying to get the data straight from Kaggle using console, and then submitting up into Kaggle through console as well, I'm assuming. Maybe. Let's go over to Ethan Douglas. Y'all, who are you voting for in chat? Who's on team Ethan? Who's on team Josiah? We haven't seen Josiah in a while. Who's here for team Ethan? Team Josiah? Who's here for D-Rob? Who's here for Dr. Gregory Matthews? Remember that for Josiah, we haven't seen a neural net trained, except for Josiah. Josiah, in week 1, he actually had a neural net that he trained. And he didn't end up using it because the public leaderboard psyched him out.
That's right. I do remember that. That was, I think, a rough episode because that was episode 1 of the season, the first time that we used Kaggle for Sliced. We didn't use Kaggle for the pilot season, if you were around for that. And so there's a lot of sort of like psychological reckoning that our contestants did as they were confronted with the public-private leaderboard dynamic for the first time.
Yeah. And
we're pros. We've got Sliced pros on our hands at this point.
They're all veterans now, right? They're all veterans now.
Yeah, exactly.
But we are seeing Josiah here. Josiah, most people are fairly I won't say scared, but they're pretty nervous when it comes down to performing on Slice, and Josiah actually is not one of those kinds of people. It might be better just to hear from Josiah himself. Should we go to a bio real quick?
Yeah, let's go talk to Josiah.
Let's see Josiah, y'all.
I'm Josiah. I work at our studio on our customer success team. I get to work with all of our public sector customers. So that means anyone in the government, anywhere in the world. I'm given a public API, and I need to be able to access that and create tools around it, including pagination, so on and so forth. I will make that whole entire API wrapper in 2 hours. No problem. Package and everything. That's where I feel super confident, is working with messy external data sources. Give me some data and a website to scrape, I will do it. People should root for me because I am the absolute underdog here. People are much better than me at this. They spend a lot of time doing this every day. I don't. I spend my time doing software development, and I like to make packages, focusing on like extracting data sources and kind of aggregating things. I don't spend my time manipulating the data sets and doing any sort of modeling. And haven't done any machine learning in like a couple of years. So I saw this as an opportunity to really like get myself out of my comfort zone, learn new packages, and just really challenge myself.
And what else do we have on Josiah, Meg?
Yeah, so again, typically I like to listen to these contestant bios. I, for whatever reason, cannot actually hear the stream tonight, so I can't riff on anything that he said, except I will say that I really dug his t-shirt. Normal is just a distribution. That's pretty cool. And I see in chat that Josiah is apparently very relatable. People find him very relatable. I know we all loved the presence of Josiah's dad in chat last episode that he was featured in, episode 1. And I believe, my dad incidentally texted me saying that he was planning to watch tonight with some of his dad friends. So Josiah just gives off like strong dad vibes. So dads, if you're a dad in chat, give us a shout out, give us an emote or whatever. But yeah, to tell you a little bit more about Josiah, or what Josiah wanted to share with us, is that he's, again, a huge espresso nerd. He's annoyingly particular about it. He's a huge music buff. He's got a secret love of metalcore and post-hardcore music, which is definitely no longer a secret since I've mentioned it several times now. He's super interested in the use of R in the public sector and nonprofit space, as well as the use of R and data science more generally in progressive electoral politics. And that is Josiah, and hey, all the dads in chat.
That is right. And Josiah, someone was at the door apparently, which is why he wasn't coding just now. Josiah, again, in some times we've discussed Josiah, some of the things he's said. He's extremely comfortable with coding in front of people, so comfortable that he may seem like a little laid back when it comes down to Slice as a competition. We'll see how that fares for him when you're up against people like D-Rob, who are taking this extremely seriously from all the training he's been doing. So a little yin and yang here.
I see that David Robinson looks like he's training his first XGBoost model.
I see that too. D-Rob's wife here. Well, welcome, D-Rob's wife.
And we know that D-Rob has a pandemic baby, so I think that makes D-Rob's wife a mom in chat. Also, I'd like to say shout out to all the moms in chat. You know,
Very true.
if you're a mom in chat, feel free to say hi.
Yeah, that is true. It looks like Greg is noticing, is becoming more self-aware about his tab usage. I'm assuming this is some sort of a comic about tab opening.
Every time I open a new tab, it has his face on it, so he's creating new memes.
That's... I wonder if he had like his students make him memes for this competition, you know? Like extra credit, make some memes for me. Let's go back to Josiah. Josiah training a nice Bayes model. We saw him train through about 6 or 7 different models in his first episode. Again, I think he did psych himself out with reading too much into the leaderboard. He did not go with his neural net that he ended up training. He went with a gradient boosted model that first week. So we'll see if he goes back. I don't see his list of models containing a neural net in there. It seems like everything except a neural net. So we'll see if he sticks with this model set, and if he ends up picking a model that he likes from this, or if he ends up going back to the drawing board and doing like a neural net at the very end of the competition, which I don't recommend. That's
No.
the last thing you want to do is neural net architecture in 30 minutes.
No, that makes me sweat. Yeah, no thanks.
Over here on Ethan Douglas's screen, Ethan in Jupyter Lab. 3 people in our studio, 1 person in Jupyter Lab tonight. It looks like he is setting up all of his functions. He is going to be using both XGBoost and CatBoost. He might be trying to mix predictions and do something like Kanzi did, where you take your predictions, you weight them, and then maybe you come out with some magic at the end from 2 predicting models.
I do see, speaking of tabs, I do see he's got a couple tabs open to ensemble methods. So using ensemble methods, so I could learn documentation and using ensembles and Kaggle specifically somehow.
Does he also have your notebook up here, Mag? Do you see the Titanic Kaggle?
Titanic top 4% with ensemble. Yeah, so he's definitely going to be doing some ensembling, it looks like. Congrats, Adam, for the first time you've ever been able to make a sub in 30 minutes. Amazing. Good job.
Back to David Robinson. We do see him training down his tuning, or training down his model, tuning that learning rate down. He is, I don't know if this is exactly how methodically he is when he is doing, grid search, hyperparameter tuning, if it looks like this all the time. If it does, that's great. I do think you could probably parameterize this and like just loop through all these learning rates in like a more classic grid search method. But, what do I know? I'm just the host and I'm talking about D-Rob here. So.
See, it doesn't make you a little uncomfortable, right? Yeah.
Go back over to Greg Matthews, another person who knows a wealth of knowledge, absolutely more than I will ever know about statistics.
Or teeth.
And teeth. It looks like he is trying to get an initial model going. Looks like it's going to be... I'm actually unsure what kind of model he's going to be doing first. He's just trying to turn everything into factors first. Greg is someone who actually is similar to Josh Polkamp Hart, one of the contestants who is also a statistician for the Boston Bruins. Both of them work in base R for the most part, and they dabble a little in the tidyverse, but most of their engineering, most of their work is base R. So we'll see mostly base R from Greg. He'll dive into tidy models, he'll dive into ggplot when he needs to. But most of this, I believe, is going to be just base R.
I wonder how they decide whether to use base R or ggplot. Like, is it really just to seem relatable? Like, is that when you bust out ggplot just to seem relatable to chat?
Maybe. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say worst internet so far has been Landon. But we are getting not the smoothest video from Dr. Greg Matthews, who we shouldn't be making too much fun of about his internet connection because we're happy that he has any at all.
I'm extremely happy, and I'm wondering, like, did they kick him out of Starbucks? Is he like on the sidewalk, like just kind of like camped out with his like laptop, hoping his battery will last? Like, where is Greg Matthews right now?
Chat, how is everyone in chat doing? Y'all, let's spam some emotes if you're around and you're hanging out. How'd the prediction go, by the way, Meg?
Oh yeah, so we ended the prediction. So we saw Ethan, one of our contestants tonight, submission before the 9:30 Eastern mark. So that was a yes outcome, which I think I saw like 99% of people thought that our contestants would make a submission, or 99% of our chat voters thought our contestants would make a submission to the leaderboard before 9:30. So yay for you guys.
Taking a look at the leaderboard right now, we have two people who have scores of 0 for log loss.
Yeah.
We do see a few of our contestants, not just contestants tonight, but contestants in the season. We see Landon there with Magi 1. We see Jordan. Jordan has a submission in there as well. We see Jesse, of course. So if you are interested in participating along, !data, that will get you the data set. And feel free to code along with our contestants tonight.
Just feel free. I would encourage you. I love to see how many people participate alongside our contestants each week. And, we always look out for contestants in our off weeks who are participating, either practicing or just want to empathize with their fellow competitors. But, perhaps we're also seeing future sliced competitors on the leaderboard too.
That is right.
So
that is right. We are on Greg's screen. Greg looks like he is training a cat boost model. I wouldn't be surprised if he spent literally the moment he had on Slice when he was trying to do cat boost to now learning everything he could learn about cat boost. He gets into things really hardcore. He just sinks his teeth in and he goes with it. So we'll see if this works. I do wonder how far into it he got when he's starting with a learning rate 0.5. That's pretty freaking high. Usually you want to see learning rates down at 0.1 or lower. My typical gradient boosted model learning rate kind of begins at 0.01 usually. But to each his own. Perhaps he starts here and tunes down in a way that is better than the way I do it. We'll keep an eye on cat boost over here on Greg's screen. Later, let's go over to Ethan Douglas. Ethan looks like he's getting ready to do some feature, creating his feature sets and shoving that through his functions. Also working with cat boost. And he also has XG boost going on. Again, we believe he's going to ensemble his outputs in the end and perhaps weight them depending on how good one is versus the other. We see over on D-Rob's screen here, he is still tuning down his models. We have jumped from exploratory data analysis straight into modeling. I think we're going to see a ton of model validity, model data visualization in this one, Meg.
Yeah, I think so far. But I mean, we've still got well over an hour left. So
that's
we
right.
shall see.
And last but not least, we are on Josiah Perry's screen, and he, unlike everyone else, is... I don't know. He is tuning through models as well.
Yeah, we haven't seen a ton of data visualization or any data visualization from Josiah yet, I believe.
No, we have seen him deploy. I saw him open up 2 environments, so he does have 2 RStudio sessions going.
Okay.
Whether one is for modeling and one is for data viz, or if they're both for modeling, I am unsure.
Both for modeling. Wow.
It,
Struggling to formulate a Google search query at the moment. Ooh, and Julia Silge, one of our Slice competitors, competing next week.
boom.
She may have an answer.
Why not? Let's just, sometimes the best answer is just the first link,
All right, we've got a feature importance plot from D-Rob, continuing the theme of modeling metrics, modeling visualization, model validation.
I will be pretty interested to see if D-Rob, so me and Mag know all about the data set. Shout out, by the way, to Ghetto Bob. Ghetto Bob in chat helped us out a lot with cleaning up this data set, taking a look at it for us, making sure there was some high fidelity in terms of a competitive data set here. I'm excited to see sort of the exploration people take in terms of modeling here, because I think you could take a few different routes, and I'm pretty excited to see that D-Rob is going through this feature importance, and maybe he's finding out some of the things I saw when I was digging around these models.
I just want to see some customer segmentation. I can't wait till I think like what we've seen a few episodes of Sliced is that we do a little bit of EDA up front, our competitors start to get into the modeling, and then once they've got a few submissions that they may be happy with on the leaderboard, then they circle back to, trying to earn some of those data visualization points, trying to search for golden features towards the end. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, I do wonder if anyone is going to think to cluster customer ideas into segments. I feel like they're going to be stuck on the modeling for so long, they're going to miss that kind of stuff,
Yeah, yep. That's why it's the 10-point golden feature.
That's right. How to start a conversation with a girl, apparently. Did you know that set.seed in R? Wow.
Actually, no. Yeah.
That I will use that. I will use that next time. I will use that one.
I'll see if it works on guys. Yeah.
You want to? I just want everyone to know. I'm going to move our heads real quick, Meg. But I just want everyone to know that Greg is playing with fire.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's see. If I do this and you do this... Oh no, we don't see it here. Okay.
I'm very intrigued.
You guys can't see it because it's too high on the screen share, but his battery life is so low.
Oh my god, yes, I can see it.
His battery life is so low. And I don't know if he's turned warnings off or anything, but it's like it's pixels before this battery is drained.
I mean, that's anxiety-inducing when you see somebody like share a screenshot of like their phone desktop on Twitter, and it's just like a random tweet from like weeks ago that just came into your timeline somehow. That's stressful. To see his battery life right now. Live on Sliced.
I feel like
so much more stressful.
Like we can't tamper with the contestants, right? Like it's not allowed, right, Meg?
I think he's gotta. I mean, you just gotta. We've got to expect that people can do basic things like time management. Setting milestones or whatever their approach is going to be. some of those fundamentals have to include have a working laptop, have a battery that's charged.
Oh my god. His it went red. It went red. Okay. Okay, hold on.
Okay, it says your Mac will sleep soon unless plugged into a power outlet. So
yes.
surely he is seeing that. I think we can see that on stream now.
Yep.
All right, so now all of you can feel the anxiety of Greg's low battery warnings. Just 45 minutes into Sliced.
He is
2 hours. He's gonna make it.
He is currently complaining that he's protesting that he didn't get more points because he made a map. He did make a map, but Jesse made a map as well.
This is true. We've got more data visualization from D-Rob. Actual data visualization.
Count versus amount. It looks like he's trying to figure out correlation between the two. And perhaps maybe multiply or add or do a little feature engineering to get some fit for his target here. Remember, the target is churn. So it's a binary target, right, Meg?
Yep, that's right.
And we're talking about whether or not is this bank or credit card. I can't recall.
It's credit card, so they're bank customers and they're bank credit cards.
Yes. So whether or not a particular customer is no longer a customer of that bank. So if they have churned, they are no longer a customer, more or less. And so they're trying to predict whether or not they're going to churn based off the data given. There was about 15 columns of data. About, I would say, 14 of those or 13 of those are numerical or categorical, useful in modeling. The others are perhaps useful in modeling, but one is the target and the other is IDs. So we'll see what contestants have to do here as we are turning into 45 minutes into the coding session tonight.
Take a look, see if we've got anybody new on the leaderboard. We're already up to 19 people. That's fantastic.
That is. And we got 110 in chat. How's everyone in chat doing? It's a pretty quiet chat, y'all. You know? Everyone in chat.
Where's the energy we asked for?
We need your help tonight, everyone.
I see Greg's screen right now.
How is he so self-aware?
Ooh, I also see that he has plugged in his laptop. He has found an outlet, whether that outlet is inside of a Starbucks, the side of a street, inside of a Uber, or maybe at home, or maybe Loyola turned on their internet. We really don't know where Greg is right now, but he is. We can say that he's next to an outlet. So.
That is right.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. Let's go over to Ethan. Ethan looks like he's running into errors in his function, and he's trying to do some timets in the R world. That is TikTok. In Jupyter Notebook world, that's time or time it. And he looks like he is trying to get a grid search going. Deep in the modeling thralls, Ethan Douglas back to D-Rob. D-Rob looking for some sort of correlation and some sort of feature engineering. I know last week there was some feature engineering things that people might have overlooked. Some folks have just like thrown things into modeling without having to multiply or divide or add columns together. Perhaps D-Rob is a little inspired tonight. He seems to be really looking at these two correlations, and maybe we're going to be looking at something of a multiplication or a division or some sort of addition to each other in these columns, and maybe he gets a stronger feature from that.
He's perhaps he's still got on his mind the air density golden feature.
I personally thought that was such a good golden feature.
Yeah. They could have done it. This we've seen before. We've seen Geon Ribbon before from D-Rob on Sliced.
I love how D-Rob, and I mean, I know this is how the layers, the geoms work in ggplot, but I just love seeing him go line by line, aesthetic by aesthetic. It's very I don't know, it's very satisfying to see a plot come to life.
Yeah, you're seeing like iteration, like happen live. And I know from the Tidy Tuesday hashtag on Twitter, I have seen a couple of examples of people doing exactly that in ggplot and then creating like a GIF where each kind of frame of the GIF is them kind of like iterating and building on that data visualization. It's pretty cool to see. So
very exciting stuff. You know, it's always funny. We do have some of the tech specs of how people are doing these things, but I'm just always so impressed that, you know, in their minds, they know how to push the limits of their machines. I feel like it is like almost race car driving in a sense, you know, Meg?
It could be. I mean, definitely. Yeah, I love that analogy.
You know, it's just
because it's
knowing the limits of your machine. You know, like D-Rob's on his own machine, and Ethan, I'm guessing, is on like completely different machine. But you gotta use everything to your ability. I mean, we saw Kyle last week. He spun up an EC2 cluster to do things in. You know, we've seen all sorts of different ways people attack these problems. I know the data sets aren't gigantic. It's not like we're giving them, you know, billions of rows or millions of rows, but it is fantastic to see them, like, they're so comfortable with their own native environment that they're able to kind of like cut through the data, cut through the modeling with relative ease.
Yeah, and it's actually interesting you mentioned that we do have information on the tech specs of our competitors. It turns out a lot of our competitors tonight mentioned that they are working on MacBook Pros. We've got Josiah's on a MacBook Pro, 16 gig. Let's see, we've got Ethan. He's not on a MacBook Pro, but just a very boring pre-built desktop with 16 gigs of RAM. So similar to Josiah in terms of the power of his workstation. We've got D-Rob, of course, who's very opinionated about the 2015 MacBook Pro. He says it's the pinnacle of laptop history. Everything's been going downhill since, so lots of opinions about the 2015 MacBook Pro. And then we have Greg, who is using a MacBook Pro Retina 13-inch, early 2015. So we've got a lot of folks on the MacBook Pro. So Ethan's our outlier there, I guess, tonight. But
we are seeing one of those MacBook Pros from Greg Matthews training a model right now.
I'm really glad we didn't see his laptop like die during model training. Like, what's like the worst possible moment that your laptop could like brick itself during SLICED?
Oh, it must be like last minutes, right? That would be the worst.
So, yeah.
We do see Josiah calling himself out. He R-bombed, so we got an R-bomb from Josiah Perry. Going over here to Ethan Douglas. Ethan looks like he is trying to figure out some of how depth works in decision trees and in his modeling right now.
See, Greg has I can see the whole meme about the tab, tab meme that he created. So there you go.
That would be true.
That's a lot of push-ups.
By the looks of his tabs, how many of these, you know, are you a tab hoarder, Meg? Do you hoard tabs?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So I am on leave from work right now, and one of the things I had greatest anxiety about before going on my 5-week leave was not, you know, handing off projects and delegating things. It was figuring out how to close all my tabs, and what I had to keep around and what I could close. So
did you know in my findings,
a tab hoarder.
In my findings, I found that if you have 20 plus tabs open at any given time, you can be classified as a tab hoarder.
Oh yeah, I mean, easily had 20 plus tabs for sure. Yeah. So you can classify me a tab hoarder.
Still looking at some training, some model tuning from D-Rob here. It looks like he might be settling in on a particular learning rate. Notice how his learning rate here for his, I think this is a yeah, this is an XGBoost model. Notice how he's starting at 0.2, where stats in the wild here, remember when he started with his learning rate, we just saw a glimpse of it, but he's at 0.2, not 0.02, 0.2. D-Rob, sorry, I misspoke. D-Rob is at 0.02. So we're at literally a magnitude difference in terms of learning rate. And remember, Dr. Gregory Matthews starting at 0.5. He has worked his way down to 0.2. We'll see if he...
Learning.
Yeah.
Learning.
A few more times, perhaps, maybe he'll get his way down to 0.02 like D-Rob.
All right, I actually kicked off a poll. I'm super curious, chat. Are you a tab hoarder? I want to know what the makeup of the sliced audience is. I want to know a little bit about our demographics, Nick. Do we have tab hoarders in chat or not?
No, this is good.
So we have, you're a tab hoarder if you have more than 20 tabs open right now. You're not a tab hoarder if you have fewer than 20 tabs open right now.
If you're unfamiliar with the poll mechanism on Twitch, this is a great learning moment for you. Go ahead and find the chat. It should be somewhere like right of my face. But it looks like this down below, and you could click at the very top here. There should be a little current poll thing. That's a drop down, and you'll be able to vote. Personally, I absolutely am. So
I saw somebody say that they use tab groups, which I also started using tab groups incidentally in order to keep my sliced tabs separate from my non-sliced tabs on my corporate laptop. And I think now I have 20 plus tabs within each tab group. So does that make me sort of a tab hoarder, or an incepted tab hoarder? I've got 20 plus tabs open within each tab group.
Yeah.
Now I just need 20 plus tab groups. Yeah, tabception. Yeah.
Yeah, one tab is pretty life-changing if you do tab grouping, but I'm personally not a fan of it because it just makes me clutter my tabs more. So yeah. I just want to make sure that's in my face that hey, read these things or delete them. We see that the 53% of chat, tab hoarders, 53%. So again, another controversial topic here on the controversial show, Sliced.
We should also ask our contestants if they are tabs or spaces.
Oh, how many spaces though? Some people like 2, some people like 4, some people like 5.
True, 5 spaces.
Is that weird?
Spaces. Uh-oh.
Well, what's an uh-oh?
I think I just saw something just on Josiah's screen that looked like a weird alert. I didn't have a chance to read it, but...
We did see during the poll, he tuned through all these different models, and it seems that his ElasticNet model is the way he'll go. An ElasticNet, I believe, is just a linear model with some penalty to it. So, unless I'm mistaken.
He's currently trying to find the perfect song on his Spotify queue at the moment.
So, we do see some data viz heat map looking stuff from... Oh, wait, no, it is not heat map looking stuff from Ethan. It is him exploring a notebook with heat maps in it.
I think we have yet to see any data visualization from Ethan.
D-Rob has submitted his first submission up, and he is now also freaking out about the people with the zeros at the top. He is literally looking, and he is okay. Okay, did you see that, Meg?
No, I did not. You're gonna have to. What did we see?
He hovered over Landon's name.
He's like, I'm coming for you, Landon.
Nice.
Landon, Pixel in chat.
Pixel.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah.
You know it. He did the gesture in his video, right? He did I'm watching you. That was for you, Landon.
Something that I do believe in that are the two strongest modelers are quite literally the two maybe most furthest apart in career development. You have D-Rob, who I do think is one of the strongest modelers in this contest. We're looking at his screen right now, and Landon, who just got out of school. I think he might actually be one of the best modelers in this competition as well. Both of them have been competing extremely well throughout all the weeks on the public leaderboards, doing it as training, doing it for fun. They're always usually around the top 5, top 10. It's no surprise to see that Landon is also in the top 5 tonight right now on the public leaderboard. We'll see what that shakes out to be by the end of the night, y'all.
Rumor check, ESPN is making a move to get hashtag Sliced on air. Okay, this is another sign that Sliced is making it. Rumors. Yeah, start all kinds of rumors about Sliced, people. Use the hashtag on Twitter, hashtag Sliced, so that we can peep your rumors. I love it.
Let's go to our last bio of the night for our dear friend, the internet man himself. I'm so glad that he found internet. I'm so glad that he is able to compete tonight. Let's take a look. Let's give a listen in on Greg Matthews.
My name is Gregory Matthews, but you can call me Dr. Gregory Matthews because I have a PhD in statistics. I'm currently an associate professor of statistics at Loyola University Chicago, and I'm also the director of the data science program. If I had to pick out, a weak part of my data science background, it would be the coding part, which I've had to work a lot harder to get better at over the years because it's not something that's explicitly taught in traditional PhD statistics programs. I'm certainly not the strongest coder in the world, but I do feel comfortable with the modeling and the traditional statistics stuff. The academic statistician is going to understand more of the background, more of the theory behind why these methods work. In terms of this contest, that gives me absolutely no advantage.
Are you tussing?
And what else do we have on Greg Matthews, man? Jesus.
Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit more about Greg Matthews. Nick and I are just making memes behind the scenes. Don't worry about it. So Greg is super into data art, which has something to do with NFTs, which I barely know anything about. He's into improv and running. He's got 3 children, which I guess is why he is streaming from a Starbucks rather than at home tonight. Or maybe he's at a Starbucks. I don't know. He has won a Kaggle contest once. This may count as a Kaggle contest. It's a contest. It is hosted sort of on Kaggle in some sense. Maybe he'll win tonight. He loves Nick Wan. It is a man bun. It's not a top knot. And speaking of NFTs, apparently he sold 3 of them.
He
at
has.
least at time of writing. I don't know if he's sold more since this was written a couple months ago, but he has sold 3 NFTs.
I'm just gonna make it not weird. I have a really sore throat tonight, y'all, so I've been taking some cough syrup.
I'm gonna lose it too.
Jesus.
We're just getting a little delirious on Sliced.
Yeah, I've taken some cough syrup. I love Slice too much to miss it. So I'm happy that everyone in chat is having fun. There's a lot of you in chat. Please spam some emotes. Give us some hearts in chat, some claps in chat. Spam those Slice emotes. Let's see how many people are in chat tonight.
Give some hearts in chat for Nick's sore throat.
We do
and Greg's internet.
We do appreciate all the love.
And all the moms and all the dads in chat.
That's right. I do really appreciate everyone coming out every single night for Slice, every single Tuesday. And also all those other days, not just Tuesdays, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays as well. It's been really fun this summer, and we got a lot more Slice ahead of us. So honestly, super, super happy everyone in chat is here, and hope y'all are having fun. Let's go over to Josiah's screen. We do see some data viz from Josiah. That was a scatter with what seemed to be like a bivariate KDE. Okay, yeah, it looks like he is going to try to go for a KDE sort of hex plot looking thing. Thanks for the hearts in chat, y'all. I appreciate it. Me and Meg appreciate it.
Just imagining geom_hex plot looking thing.
That's right. He's figuring it out. I think his mind is working to solve the riddle of how to do this bivariate heat map, bivariate density plot. We'll come back to this when this is a little more fleshed out. Let's go over to Greg Matthews' screen, y'all. Greg Matthews also looks like he's trying to train down his learning rate. This is technically correct. Learning rate, as it increases, your CV, your crossfold loss will increase as well, because as learning rate increases, you're not sampling over like small gradients anymore. You're sampling over large cuts. So this does make sense. It looks like he is training down all the way to 0.01. So he has thrown in a ton of different learning rates into his grid search here. It would make a lot of sense that he's going to get to that 0.01, 0.02 range, just like how D-Rob found his 0.01, 0.02 range. Let's go over to Ethan Douglas. Ethan, still, Meg, I think I said this before. I don't know if I said this about Ethan before, but do you know what Ethan's method, his notebooking reminds me of?
I could guess, but I think you should just say it.
It's
Tell me.
It reminds me of Kanzi.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
My guess was right.
Yeah. He's like stuck on like 3 or 4 cells, and he keeps like modifying and updating them. Personally, I'm not a fan of importing the entire scikit-learn package like he did. That's a little weird.
I'm not a Python user, but wait a second. Did I just see a little? Oh, that was your was that your cursor that we saw?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. All right, I'm just like paranoid that they're watching our stream.
Do I need to change my cursor to like a red, color?
Can you make it like one of the sliced emotes, like a knife or something?
Yeah.
I think that would be really actually cute. Wait, is this the first plots that we're seeing from Ethan though?
We are seeing
Viz time.
It is Viz time.
Viz time.
The Vizsla owner is now going for some Viz.
Nice callback. I don't really know. We've got months inactive by attrition flag. All right.
Well, do you think Vegas bookmakers, you think bookies are going to be covering? Do you think they're going to be covering? You think they're going to be making lines?
Ooh, that's a great rumor check. I'm going to decline to comment at this moment.
Same. There's integrity here, okay? We cannot be persuaded or swayed by Vegas and odds. This is an interesting plot here from D-Rob. He has % churned, and then he also has quantity. The size is supposed to be... what is the size supposed to be for each of these?
Let's see, we've got size equals where?
Oh, it's the count. The count in each of these buckets.
Yeah.
So, how many transactions, and then yeah, that's actually a neat plot. That was nice. Very like Tufty 101, I would say. Meg?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think all of D-Rob's plots end up looking like plots that you could kind of imagine in like a textbook. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But, what Tufty's really known for, I think, is the, forget what it's called, like a mosaic or like a, small multiples kind of plotting, which reminds me of faceting plots, which reminds me of our 5-point golden feature. We just want to see them use education as a facet.
I'm going to be very surprised if we're going to go 2 weeks and no one gets golden features.
Hey, I think we got
we did get
golden
one.
features last.
One
Yeah,
person.
I think. Yeah, Jessie found both golden features. I think last episode.
She found both?
I think so. I'm just going based on my gut feeling, though. I don't know if that's a true fact. Okay, she says in chat that she found one golden feature. Okay, all right. Yeah, did we have another week where we didn't have anybody find any?
No, I think there's only 1 week where someone found. I think maybe there's 2 weeks that people found.
Yeah.
That one person found one.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see this week if someone finds. Like again, I think they're gonna be so buried in modeling that I really don't think that they're gonna be digging around for golden features until the very end. And we are at 10 p.m. now, 10:10 to be specific, on the Eastern time of things. And I don't know, Mag. I see a lot of them still digging around for modeling here. This is really strong in terms of modeling.
Yeah, we have at this point, I think, just still see David Robinson on the leaderboard, and we've got Ethan on the leaderboard. I'm sorry, I'm just like wading through all of the audience participants, we're up to 24 total participants to look for any of our contestants, and I believe that's it. So we've just got 2 of our contestants so far. So still waiting on Josiah and Greg.
I do see a Professor Bottle Services student. Wow.
What?
That is a name. That's the name of the fifth.
Oh, Professor
Bottle Services. Yeah, the Professor Bottle. Okay. What a name.
Yeah, if anybody is participating on Kaggle, which you can if you want to win some Kaggle swag or an NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute course coupon code redemption thing, if you're our top submitter from chat, if anybody wants to participate along, know that you can change your team name on Kaggle, and Mimi team names are welcome. So if you're any of our 22 chat participants, feel free.
Speaking of giveaways,
yeah, let's speak of it.
Maybe it's time to pick one off.
Ooh, yeah, I think that's a great idea.
All right. Well, let's go around the horn real quick. Remember, we'll be giving away not just Swaggle and Deep Learning Institute tokens to the person who wins, but we also have a giveaway right now for Deep Learning Institute token. So for people in chat, you don't even have to be participating on the Kaggle leaderboard. All you have to do is participate in chat. All you have to do is type something into chat. You could type an emote. You could say hello. You could introduce yourself. You could do whatever you want. But feel free to spam chat with emotes, spam chat with whatever you want right now to get active for this giveaway. So we'll give away soon. Right now I see 16 people eligible. I'm sure of the 117 folks in chat, if you want to put your name into the hat, feel free to type in the chat whatever you want.
Ethan doing another submission right now.
All right. Let's go around the horn, y'all. Ethan looks like he has submitted. This is his 3rd submission. He is in 12th place, and again, he is now freaking out that 3 people have zeros for the top score. Remember, these are just on 1% of the data. These are very much going to change by the end of the night. So Ethan, with really not doing good today, just not feeling it. Oh man, Ethan is maybe psyching himself out. Models are crap, but can't think of improvements outside of tuning. Looks like he might be getting into his own head. Maybe if he switches it up to data viz.
Yeah, show us some data viz.
He might get a little
with points to be earned.
A little pep in the step there. And looks like that is exactly what he might be doing now. He's scrolling through his data viz notebook. Let's go over to D-Rob. D-Rob looks like he is tuning down his model still. He's trying to figure out where he's going to land in terms of his tuning. He does this a lot. If you are in his streams looking at how he does things through tidy models and how he does cross-fold validations, You see him doing grid search and parameter tuning just like this all the time. This is no stranger to the D-Rob regular. And to the folks out there, if you don't know what you're looking at right now, I do highly recommend going over to D-Rob's YouTube and figuring out what he's doing, because this is some important stuff if you are in the machine learning, engineering, modeling, predictive modeling realm. Let's go over to Josiah Perry. Josiah also working on some models right now. Looks like he is trying to get a new type of modeling attempt. So he had an initial modeling attempt and he settled on an elastic net, which someone in chat did mention. It was just a linear regression with some L1, L2 parameters, which is good. He is now tuning through a series of other models, I'm guessing with different feature sets. We'll come back to Josiah. We did leave off with him when he was doing some sort of bivariate kernel density estimation plots. We'll see if he comes back to that and comes back with an improved model in a bit. Let's go over to Greg Matthews. And Greg Matthews looks like he's also doing a mosaic plot at some point. He has the mosaic plot information pulled up in the help viewer. Looks like he is maybe happy with tuning that he's done. I'm assuming he's taking these preds, he's going to be putting them into his output and maybe publishing that up to Kaggle very soon. With all of that said, we have 30 people.
Is that good?
Is 30 people good?
Yeah, do we need more?
30 is good. I mean, I'd love 100. But, 30 is good odds. 1 out of 30 for Deep Learning Institute. Let's give a big shout out here to NVIDIA, y'all. NVIDIA AI, one of our supporters this season, letting us give away all sorts of crazy stuff, including Deep Learning Institute tokens. These are the NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute. These are like self-paced courses. They have lectures. They have problems you could go through. Oh, goodness. What are we looking at right now?
What? Oh, no.
Greg wants to stop his Okay, that's stressing me out. Greg wants to stop his modeling. Let's go away from that for a second while he figures that out. The NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute is all about improving your knowledge about GPU accelerated environments and how you can best use your GPU to do machine learning things, whether it's generative text, generative art, whether it's deep learning, whether it's neural net, architecture, predictive modeling, whatever it might be. You can find yourself a course through the Deep Learning Institute. We're going to give away right now 34 people. Let's roll it. Ready, Meg? Are you ready to roll? You ready?
I'm ready.
Rolling.
Is chat ready?
Rolling now. And the winner is DS Blake. DS Blake.
Congrats, DS Blake.
Congrats, DS Blake. DS Blake, feel free to reach out to me on Discord, and we'll get you your NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute token. If that is something you're interested in, feel free to reach out. Remember, y'all, every sliced episode from here to the end of it, we got Deep Learning Institute tokens to give away in chat, and we also have ways for you to win those through the Kaggle contest, through the leaderboard. The top public score
score.
Sorry, top private
Definitely
score.
Private score.
Private score from a non-contestant.
I don't want to start any false sliced rumors.
That is right. So private score, non-contestant, the top scorer will get a Deep Learning Institute token as well. So congrats, DS Blake. Let's get back to it.
Nick, one of the things we haven't done, I don't know if we want to do maybe another sort of like around the room, but we should also talk about what our contestants need in order to advance to the playoffs. It's one thing we haven't talked about yet.
Let's do it. Let's hear from Greg. What do we have on Greg in terms of what he needs to advance through into the playoffs?
Yeah, so Greg, let me take a look here, currently stands at 12 points after lap 1. And so he needs 57 points tonight to advance to the playoffs. So to do that, he needs to win modeling and win chat. So you chat, everybody in the audience right now, everybody watching at home or from Starbucks or wherever you are, you can decide if, Greg earns your vote in chat. So he needs to win chat or get both golden features, get both golden features, second place, or get more points in the data visualization portion. So basically, he just needs to do a lot, and he needs to do it well. He needs to have sort of like an, all-around, like, outstanding night of Sliced tonight to get 57 points for Greg to advance to the playoffs.
57 points would be one of the highest scores, if not the highest score of the season. I think
it would be.
He definitely needs to win modeling. He can make up the other side of it in a handful of different ways, but modeling needs to be number one.
Yep.
Let's go. Who do we have next, Meg?
Ethan. Let's talk about Ethan next. So we're working our way up the current standings. So Ethan has 18 points coming into lap 2 from lap 1. And so he's kind of in a similar position to Greg. He needs to have a really great night tonight, although, he says he's not feeling great today. So chat, use that how you will when it comes to chat vote. But tonight he needs 53 points. So really close to Greg, who needs 57 points. So he needs to win modeling as well. They can't both win modeling, but one of them needs to win modeling. Ethan needs to win modeling. And he could win chat vote, and he could come in second in visualization, and he could get a 5-point golden feature. So that's if he does some faceting here, if he's spending some time on data viz, and get first in the data visualization. So that's the judging that Nick and I do at the end. But basically, similar to Greg, he needs to win modeling, and then he needs to rake in a ton of points elsewhere between chat, golden features, data visualization.
That's right. And again, only one person is first place in modeling. Modeling is scaled in lap 2, so first place gets 30 points for modeling, having the best model. Second place will get 10, third place gets 5. However, both Greg and Ethan need to come in first. So if one of them doesn't, then their top 4 hopes are basically eliminated.
Right. It is a competition. It is a competition, y'all. So next we have Josiah.
All right. Who is currently looking over to his playlist.
Ah, yeah. He's spending a lot of time curating a playlist during Slice tonight. Haven't seen this strategy yet, I don't believe.
Bold,
but
very bold.
So Josiah is at 33 points right now. And he is looking to get 40 points tonight in order to advance to the playoffs. So this means he can get second in modeling. So he can do second in modeling. He can be second in terms of data visualization and get a 5-point golden feature. And then if he pulls in a chat vote, which Josiah did win the chat vote, his episode of lap 1, that would be enough to earn him 40 points, which is still admittedly pretty steep. So while he can, he doesn't need like Greg or Ethan to get first in modeling. He does need to get second, but he still needs to pull in quite a few points from elsewhere. Alternatively, if he does win first in modeling, getting second place in data visualization would be sufficient. But we haven't seen a ton of data visualization until really kind of now from Josiah. So we'll see. So Josiah needs 40 points.
All right. And last but not least.
Last, but definitely not least, at least in terms of the points he has so far, is D-Rob, David Robinson. He is standing at 46 points from his lap 1 performance. So tonight, to advance to the playoffs, David Robinson needs 28 points. So he could literally just win modeling. That would do it for David Robinson. And, you've already heard Nick say it. I back him up. You know, David Robinson has probably pretty good odds of winning modeling. You know, if we're gonna play favorites, which, you know, modeling portion is the objective portion of the sliced ranking, so we can say that. But there's, you know, if he doesn't win modeling, there's other great ways to make 28 points. You know, he was really strong in data visualization. His first episode during lap 1, so, you know, we could see him do more data visualization, maybe pick up some golden features, fingers crossed, we'll see. Yeah, David Robinson just needs 28 points. So he could just win modeling. That would do it for him.
And remember, y'all, just because they might be eliminated from the top 4 does not mean they're eliminated out of the playoff contention completely. You have the power to vote in 2 people into the playoffs. So the playoffs work. How the playoffs work, the top 4 contestants with the highest scores at the end of the regular season, they move on to the playoffs. Another 4 contestants get voted in. 2 of them, chat votes in. So y'all at home. So yes, exactly. Exclamation vote. Feel free to vote for your favorite SLICED contestants, and the top 2 vote getters will go into the playoffs. The other 2 get elected in by the top 4, so the top 4 can pick their grudge match of choice, and maybe
I love that.
Maybe bring in some folks that they just want to, you know, think they match up well against, or maybe they want to settle a score. So we have top 4 voting in 2, and then chat votes in 2. So please feel free to vote. Vote in your favorite SLICED contestant.
If anybody is worried, David Robinson is no longer streaming, but he just is restarting his computer. He'll be back.
I am seeing his share screen move around. Yes. Okay, and he is completely out of the call.
All right.
Okay.
He should
we were
be
standing
back.
by. We were standing away
screen.
from him. Let's go over to Greg Matthews. Greg Matthews here, still looking around. Do you know how disheartening it is to do all that work and literally be 1 spot behind D-Rob? Which is true. If you look at the current leaderboard standings, if I pull this up right here, dun, 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 we do see D-Rob in the public score 10th place. Stats in the Wild, that is Greg Matthews in 11th with his first submission. We do see Ethan right here at 14th, not too far behind them. And Josiah, don't see Josiah on the leaderboard right now, but never fear. Josiah came in 2nd place in modeling, losing by 3 10,000ths to Kanzi.
That's one where it must have hurt. You know, we did change up this how we did the scoring for lap 2, so now we have it kind of rated by rank on the leaderboard. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, win 10. Wait, no, what is it? It's 30, 10, 5 points.
30, 10,
I believe.
5, yes.
30, 10, 5. I know my own show. I swear. 30, 10, 5. So it would have played out a little differently for Josiah.
Ethan getting mighty close to that golden feature, but not quite. He still needs a facet. It looks like he's actually dropping in another model. Looks like his submission is getting up there right now. He's using an ensemble no cat, and it is worse than before is what he's going to look at. But the thing is, just because the score says it's bad, it's whether or not you believe the process was better than before.
Exactly. Yep.
Here we have Greg Matthews saying, D-Rob, I submitted in 2 minutes. Stats in the Wild. I spent 90 minutes panicking, and you still beat me. Wow. This is Greg is going all in on just on memes right now.
He's like literally creating he's creating memes right now. Did he change the name from? Okay, all right.
This is something that I have not seen before. Usually contestants come with pre-made memes. I've never seen someone literally spend their precious sliced moments.
He's like, Tony, I'm coming for you. I'm the meme master now.
Oh my goodness. Remember, y'all, at the end of the night, you get to gift 15 points to someone, one of these 4 contestants. 15 points goes to them based off whoever you believe is doing the best, and it could be any reason. Could be because they made you laugh, could be because you think you relate to their modeling the best, could be because you like their videos, or you follow them on Twitter, or whatever it might be. So remember, at the end of the night, please stay around and vote.
You know what I want to see, Nick, really badly?
What would you like to see, Meg?
I want to see like a blog post, or maybe like a YouTube video that is like a supercut of like the best like sliced moments, like across episodes. Like that's the kind of content that I want to see somebody create. Like what are their like favorite like you know, maybe the look of terror on your face as we realize that Greg is going to be streaming from a Starbucks, maybe. Like, I don't know. What are some of your other, like, top sliced moments?
Some of my top sliced moments, there are so many.
I know.
A lot of them are
like,
behind the scenes, I feel.
A lot of them are behind the scenes. I think, like, for me, a lot of it is also, like, the, like, really dramatic reveals when we do the private leaderboard reveal. And we've got, like, 2 of our, you know, next episode contestants, like, side by side, like, just a hair away from each other. Like, those are, like, the moments. I want to see, like, a roundup of all of that, like, in a blog or a YouTube video or something.
Like
so I'm just putting that out there in the world.
Super drama.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
A drama supercut.
I would love that. I think in terms of drama, episode 1 was so freaking close. That was like that was like heartbreaking to announce.
Yeah.
Because it was so close.
Yeah.
That was brutal. And I think another one was Jordan when he won. I remember him coming into the modeling round with like no points basically, and winning modeling actually put him over the top. And it's like, oh my goodness, like all the eggs in that basket, and like feeling of elation that he probably felt winning that night. Wow. But I just love it because the show is clearly not scripted. How could you script this? You know, this is real reality TV. This is true. We probably shouldn't do this, but I am thinking about season 2, and I would love to see so many of these contestants back. You know, I would love to see all of them be interested in coming back and doing it again next summer, doing it again next time we do it.
Absolutely. Because that would make our lives easier as sliced recruiters. No, but seriously, I do agree.
And I would also love to see it grow. I would like to see new blood. I like to see some rookies and some vets. I'm so in love with Sliced, you know. Can't wait to see the next evolution, you know. Over here on Josiah's screen, and he is still modeling through things, and I'm getting a little nervous for Josiah because he had like he was on a run with some data viz, and I thought it might have been an interesting route to pursue, but he has stopped a little short of his data viz pursuit.
Oh. And he says, "Don't freeze." Looks like his session may be freezing.
Oh man,
he's restarting.
Oof. Well,
you know, I wasn't worried about Josiah. He did say, he did kind of share some of his intentions about getting a submission in pretty quickly here in our Discord chat. So I was like, okay, I'm all right, feeling good for Josiah. But another 15 minutes has passed, and his R session just froze. He just restarted his R session, so His environment is empty. Okay. But yeah, starting to get a little more nervous as we are just 30 minutes away. And, still have not seen, a ton of data visualization from Josiah either.
Let's go over to Greg Matthews, who looks like he's trying to do some sort of rug plot. Yeah, a bye week would be nice, but the thing, the scare, I tell Meg about this. I don't want to occupy so much of our contestants' time. It feels weird when we say like, yeah, this is gonna go from June all the way to the end of August. That sounds like a long commitment, even though they're only showing up at most 5 times, and for half of them they're only showing up twice. But yeah, we'll season 1 has been it's going really well. We'll try to figure it out, and we'll see what we do.
Yeah, we'll definitely be thinking about what can we make better, what can we make bigger. Yeah, when it comes to slice the host. Okay, all right, noted. Thanks, Tony. All right.
Go over to D-Rob, who's still tuning down his model here.
Mission as well.
We're looking at trees now. We are 25 minutes before the end of Slice. Slice is flying by, even though it seems like everyone's still kind of in exploring the model phase.
I know, this is honestly a little bit surprising to me. I think we thought this data set was maybe a little bit more vanilla compared to previous week. There's no tremendous amount of missing data either, so they shouldn't be spending a ton of time on things like data. So yeah, it's maybe a slightly surprising to me, but I think a lot of it is what the contestants are bringing. Each episode is really unique in that all of our contestants are so different in how they approach things. So it's not just the data set, it's the contestants too.
Man, very excited to see everyone kind of not ending, but wrapping up what seems to be their models here. We'll see if they spend at least a handful of this time going back to data viz. I know people like Josiah will probably do that. I don't know if D-Rob is going to take that chance. I think he kind of wants to hit that modeling score and walk into the top 4, walk into the playoffs. So I don't know if we'll see more data viz from D-Rob, but he did do a lot to start with. But we have not seen a lot from all of the other contestants so far. Right, Meg?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, data visualization judging is going to be interesting. We've gotten just a smattering of a couple things from Ethan so far. Just checking my notes just to confirm. I think I've got maybe one plot from Josiah, a few things from Greg, but then most of the data visualization that we've seen is from David. But even if we compare that to his episode in lap 1, I think he did even then much more significant time spent on data visualization.
Josiah just really quickly took a screenshot of some of his tweets. I think he's been tweeting through his SLICED.
Oh, no way. So he is tweeting, he's on Spotify, his Spotify playlist, what? Really?
He is tweeting.
What? Is that a flex? I think, yeah, you said he's pretty laid back and pretty chill about, competitive live coding for, our international audience on Twitch.
Oh my goodness.
But that's pretty chill. That's chiller than I think I could ever dream of being.
Yeah, Josiah,
aren't you supposed to be competing on Sliced right now? Jesse, exactly my question.
Yeah, model training, which he was doing. He has been sitting on some model training for a while, and that's what we just saw. That was the screenshot. So there you guys have it. The behind the
Okay,
scenes.
somebody tweet to Josiah that he should be spending time on data visualization. I think that counts as
Yeah, that is backseating.
yeah.
No backseating.
no backseating. Yeah.
Wow, incredible! What a moment.
I find that pretty amusing.
Tonight has been a moment of many different. Oh wait, Greg almost had it.
Ooh, this is like a mosaic plot with education, kind of as a factor. Was mosaic plot a golden feature? So close, Greg.
Oh, we're
Oh,
so close. Oh, not a pie chart. No, so close with the. You just need a facet. If you faceted across education level and plotted whatever on XY, oh, that would have been good. Not quite though. Let's go over
So
to
good.
Ethan Douglas. Ethan, making a bunch of different plots. He has a few feature importance plots. He has what looks like a heat map plot. No, actually, it was a prediction. Hold on. We got to see it.
He was comparing his XG boost versus ooh.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's go back over to Greg. Greg actually did a
No
pie
way.
chart.
Oh, yep, pie chart of sliced. It's a pie chart on sliced. There we
Wow.
go. Maybe is that a first? Is
That is wow.
that a first?
Improv has led him to this data science improv on the fly. That is that is what we're doing. That is where we're at right now. Going over D-Rob. D-Rob looks like still tuning a model? Is he still going through his model tune?
I think so.
Wow. The get great at what you're good at. You know? Model tune, improving that score. We'll see if he ends up with the goods at the end of the night here. Let's go to Josiah. Josiah, just vote Josiah as best slice DJ. He has been, flipping.
Oh yeah. Okay. There's the ref to the the Spotify playlist. Okay.
He is tired and hasn't programmed in 2 weeks. He threw together a quick old fashioned to get this going. Wow. Anyone feeling a bit jazzy? Wow. I actually did not catch all these intro notes.
I did not either.
Now I am feeling a little more of
Jazzy?
a chill vibe. You know, I'm feeling the smoothness. From
Very
Josiah.
V chill.
V chill.
vibes.
Yeah, Dadcore in chat, y'all. 20 minutes left in the contest. Let's go over to Greg Matthews. Inching his way up. 13th now. I think last time he was 14th. Or maybe he was always 13th. Oh no, he was always 13th. I bet they overfit. Professor Bottle Service needs to do a better job teaching overfitting. Fittiong. Okay.
Fittiong.
Fittiong.
Okay.
Yes. All I ever
Still
do
no
is lose.
Josiah.
All I ever do is lose to D-Rob. Okay. Greg Matthews is haunted by this ghost of.
I think, did we say that this is the group of death
Yeah.
episode for lap 2, and I guess he was in the group of death episode for lap 1, so fair. Fair.
I feel like everyone is on tilt. It's strange because I feel like Meg said this data set is not a ton of missing data. It was cleaned really, really well. It has a lot of test samples and a lot of train samples. I'm wondering what's tripping people up. You know,
I don't know. Yeah.
I remember from the pilot season when I gave people like something like over 100 columns once with the beer data prediction.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I realized people don't want hundreds of columns.
You just have to read a lot. I mean, if you think just the time spent reading.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go with some violin plots over a box with what looks like he wants a jittered scatter, perhaps a bee swarm? No, just a jittered scatter.
Yike. Okay. Just everything. Just throw in all the geomes.
Well, you know, in terms of visualization fishing, this would probably get you pretty close.
Yeah. Technically.
Like,
I mean, he could literally do this and then just facet by education, and that would get it.
That's true.
I mean, it's true. Yeah, he could give us whatever this weird. Yeah. All the geomes.
Wait, so he's done with his model? This is him just saying modeling is over? Like he's done with it?
I guess so. Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. I wonder if that's, you know, people's strategy so far has been multiple submissions, and you pick, you know, whatever one that you feel is doing best on the public leaderboard. A lot of people do get biased by the public leaderboard in general.
Yeah.
But I wonder if his process, his like methodology is so strong in his mind that he just couldn't do something different than what he just did.
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely don't blame Greg for being a little thrown off his game, to be honest. So
he
I think he's got external factors, not the data set or anything, but
that is right. Being tossed out of his own office because he couldn't use the internet does not sound fun by any means.
No. Here we've got some box plots from Ethan. It's good to see.
15 minutes left on the board. It looks like a lot of folks are winding down in terms of modeling, and they're trying to squeeze out as much data viz as possible. How do you feel about this sort of approach from everyone, that they kind of like put all the eggs in the modeling basket and they left the last 30 minutes to data viz?
I mean, it could work. I mean, I think it's interesting that we've got 3 of our contestants who really, really want to win, like, #1 slot in modeling, right? We've got Greg and we've got Ethan who need to win #1. And then David Robinson, whose life becomes much simpler if he wins first in modeling, because he only needs 20 points to advance to the playoffs. So it's kind of fair that, you know, a lot of folks could be spending a lot of time on modeling. But that said, like, you know, in the case of Greg and Ethan, they need to rake in points in a ton of different areas. They need data visualization. They need to be uncovering golden features. We do see some, you know, maybe vying for the chat vote with the, you know, volume of tweets, kind of like the laid back DJ vibes from Josiah. But yeah, so I think it does surprise me a little bit, to be honest. So
there's gender imbalance in the data. Fight the patriarchy. Does that get me points? It's possible. It's possible. No golden features, though. That was not one of them. But maybe someone in chat relates to the idea of fighting the patriarchy. Ethan with another submission here. Lots of crazy things going on Josiah's screen. I don't dare to click it because it looks like notifications.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Is it weird if I look?
No, you should look. You should.
I see his IDE. I see he's back in our studio.
Okay.
Now.
I was seeing like a lot of flashes at the top of his screen.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yep.
Is that happening still?
Nope, I don't see it anymore.
Okay,
You think Josiah? No.
Let's go over to Josiah's screen then. It looks like he restarted this session. I am interested to see when some of these data viz are gonna start popping out of here.
I know. I think we have seen in previous episodes our contestants pull out some impressive stuff with just, 15 minutes remaining, which is approximately where we're at. So we could still see it. I mean, 15 minutes is a significant chunk of time in sliced world where you only have 2 hours. So you can do a lot with a little in sliced, or you should do a lot with a little in sliced.
Hmm.
You beginning to deliberate your data visualization scores?
This is going to be a super hard one.
I agree.
Not because of and the reason it's hard is because there's just a lack of quantity.
Yes, we don't have a lot to kind of base it on.
No. Let's go around the horn, y'all. Here we are with Ethan Douglas. Ethan Douglas has 6 models submitted up there. Again, he's putting a lot of weight into the public score. I wonder if that is kind of messing with his head a bit. He knows he shouldn't do that. He probably tells himself that already a million times, but you can't do it when you're a contestant. Sometimes the moment gets to you. He is putting in that work into the data visualization side of things. We'll see where he comes out at the end of the night. He needs to win modeling and a lot of other points in order to get into the top 4. D-Rob can basically walk into the playoffs if he wanted to. He's putting all those eggs in the modeling basket, as it were. He has tuned down his model almost this entire time. We've seen about 75% of the time working on his model and working on hyperparameter tuning. We've seen him meticulously tune down all of his grid search parameters to something that's seemingly very very highly accurate now, at least from his point of view. So we'll see if this actually turns into him fishing out some data viz at the end, but it looks like he's still on the modeling side. So we'll see if this weight on modeling pays off for D-Rob. Going over to Josiah Perry. Josiah, who walked away with the chat vote in the first week, currently working on modeling. Haven't seen a lot of data viz from him. Haven't seen a lot of the flashiness or the memes or anything that he was doing in that first week. He has a lot of charisma, as you saw from his intro video. Wondering if he puts it all together in the final moments here at the end of tonight. His last lap, all of these contestants' last lap for the regular season. Let's go over to Greg Matthews. Greg Matthews working kind of behind an 8 ball here. Got kicked out of one place because it didn't have internet. Got kicked out of another place because he had no internet. Now he's back at home. He does have internet, but he's also probably surrounded with all sorts of crazy dogs and noises and kids running around him while he's trying to literally compete in probably the highest competition of his life in terms of the contestants he's up against in this very strange contest me and Meg have built, Sliced. He is tuned through a model. He is trying to fish for data visualization now, unsure if he's getting close to what we want to see, a lot of univariate plots here, but a quantity of plots is not going to be bad, since there's not a quantity of plots from other contestants. We are winding down, final 10 minutes, less than 9 minutes left.
Oof.
I don't know about this one, Meg.
Yeah, I mean, I think putting myself in the shoes or behind the keyboards of our contestants, like, I think a lot of it may be the inspiration that you find in the data set. Like, if it's something that resonates with you, like I just think about like the beer data set or maybe like the board game data set. Like, I suspect I would have maybe an easier time coming up with ideas for things to visualize. So maybe this data set is, just like a little too plain, or is just not like striking inspiration in the plots of our contestants tonight. But yeah, we're not seeing a ton on that front.
Yeah, I don't think it's a fact that we didn't give them a lot of stuff to plot. They definitely have categorical variables.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of things.
So many different things, so many different interactions. I think they honestly just got lost in getting a really, really good model because of how many features and interactions there could have been.
That's right.
Afton saying wait for the private leaderboard. Absolutely true. The private leaderboard tells all.
Yes, it does. I am I'm always dying to see the private leaderboard because, Nick and I as hosts can see it anytime we please, but I could never see it during the live show as I'm on my personal laptop. Can only ever use Kaggle on my corporate laptop, which is tucked away.
Josiah's computer actually bricked. It actually crashed. So he had
just now or earlier?
Just now. So he had to restart everything, and he just got it back going. So he's running through his entire notebook again. 7 minutes left. Here's Greg, and Greg is doing what he's been doing for the last, I don't know. I made a map. No one gives a shit. Did you see
We're joking. I think that was like the joke last episode that we thought a map would be an emergent meta for Sliced. Mapping as a golden feature. Mapping is something we want to see for our contestants. The joke is that we would make mapping a golden feature on a night where you can't possibly make a map with this. There's no geographical data.
Oh my God.
So.
Oh my God. Is
there just like a randomize button for like the meme templates or something?
Yeah, he's just clicking through.
This is just like live.
Yeah, he's literally just.
You can cheat.
He's literally just making things up on the fly.
Oh my God! This is. I think I did see that Tony clarify that he has made memes live on stream, but have you made this number of memes live for us? I don't
Speaking of D-Rob, let's take a look at what he's doing. It looks like he has a plot.
Interesting. Yeah, what's that ceiling effect there? Total revolving balance. Okay, right.
Yeah, it looked like a... I don't know what that looked like. This looks like
interesting. Yeah.
This is a shape I haven't seen before, I feel. Not in a data set. This is like a really squared looking rock awk curve almost. But with like fill. Okay. Well.
Ooh, just 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. I hope everybody in chat is preparing their thoughts about who they're going to vote for.
Ethan trying to find some reg plots, some lines of best fit through a scatter. Scrolling through a bunch of those now. He did change his palettes up a little. It is not the classic Matplotlib or Seaborn that I'm used to seeing, so that was nice.
Ooh, somebody's saying they saw maybe a facet wrap somewhere. Oh yes, we have a facet. Oh, I think I'm watching D-Rob facet, but just by our target variable, churned or not.
Yeah. Oh God, what is this?
It's not gonna satisfy the sliced.
Getting D-Rob on both sides. I could get. Nick doesn't give a shit about maps. What is going on here? He's tweeting.
No.
What is
all right? Live memeing, live tweeting. No, don't look at your notifications. I tweeted.
What is going on in the show?
I tweeted to him. I also was live tweeting during Slice.
This show. What is going on in this show of Sliced, Mag?
I don't know. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like a middle of the summer kind of thing. Everybody's like a little, I don't know. We are not the only people who are a little delirious tonight, I think.
Oh my God. Like, the only person who's doing any code is Josiah Perry, who's like, a Manhattan deep.
Ethan's checking out the Sliced playoff voting right now. Oh, he just...
Oh, I saw...
Just missed it. Uh-huh.
Absolutely botched tonight, but hopefully... it won't matter. He is looking for those votes. Remember, chat, we've got 3 minutes to go here. Not only do you have to vote tonight to give someone 15 points, but you also have playoff voting, !vote, if you are interested in looking at this right now. See, Ethan in the lead right now with a lot of first place votes. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is a lot of first place votes. What is with this? Why is everyone on not the coding screen right now?
They are. This is kind of wild. It's like there's like a zeitgeist going on right now because, of course, our contestants are muted, deafened. They shouldn't be watching the stream. They don't know what's going on, but they're all somehow in the same headspace. Maybe with the exception of D-Rob, which is, I think he's trained. He's got a singular focus tonight.
There's this is Afton has been working on this like alignment chart stuff. I feel like
what are you gonna do after tonight?
I feel like tonight is truly some chaotic energy here. There's some true chaos happening.
Education plot though. Perhaps who are we looking at right now?
This is D-Rob.
Okay.
2 minutes left, chat.
And do we have Josiah on the leaderboard? I can't believe I'm asking that with 2 minutes remaining, but do we have a submission from Josiah?
I don't see a submission from Josiah.
Oh.
Unless he submits under a different name. He's got 2 minutes. He is loading. Oh my goodness. It is literally, he has less than a minute left. Oh my god. We're on Josiah's screen right now. He doesn't have anything.
Oh. Man.
What is going on?
What is happening?
He trained a model. We saw him tuning through all these models throughout this entire time. He's just now loading in the test set.
What?
It's because his computer and stuff crashed.
Oh, he's writing. Are we looking at Josiah's screen right now? Because I think he's making an all zeros submission, I believe.
But he had a model.
He did.
He had like 3 models.
I think down. Yeah, pencils down. All right. Are we done? What?
Oh my god.
This is different. I mean, it's different. It's different. It's different every night, but
how am I supposed to score this, Meg?
You're talking about data visualization? You're talking about modeling, or I think we also didn't uncover a single golden feature all night.
No.
Yeah. All right, so I'm getting the poll ready. So chat, while I'm crafting this poll, be debating who and voting for your favorite, who's going to win the chat vote tonight. That contestant will win 15 points. So root for your favorite. And I cannot talk and type at the same time, apparently. All right, so I'm going to kick off the chat poll. You'll be voting for David, Ethan, Josiah, or Greg. And whoever comes out on top will win 15 points tonight, starting the poll now.
All right.
All right, so our contestants are asking if they are allowed to watch the Twitch stream now. So welcome, contestants. Just so you know, you are not alone. That was a wild night. That was a wild night. That was wild. So
I'm kind of like confused.
I know. But in like a totally different way from any other ways that I've ever been confused about Sliced. You know what I mean? All right. We've got a lot of votes for David. We've got a lot of votes for Greg. Want to see everybody vote? Let's go.
Vote, please find the chat window. The chat box should be to the left or to the right if you're looking on a tablet or something. Should be to the right, and there'll be a little drop down at the very top of it. See this, and then you will be able to pick one of these options. A few more seconds left.
All right, we've got, by my count, I see 122 people in chat. So this is a good poll turnout, but it just takes a few clicks to vote for your fave tonight. We saw a lot of wild things tonight. I think I see somebody voting for themselves. One of our contestants, I see you voting.
That's good. That's good. Every vote counts, you know.
Yep. Indeed. Indeed.
Lots of Greg, lots of David.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, and
Wow.
I'm sure, you know, David is probably live streaming, so
Greg's memes literally are going. Oh my god, Greg memed his way to the top?
Damn! Yes, I think so. So we've got Greg at number 1, David, D-Rob at number 2, Josiah. Wow, you've fallen so far, Josiah. You're number 1 chat vote, lap 1, number 3 this time around, and then Ethan at 4. But Ethan, probably feeling pretty okay about being a clear favorite so far in the playoff vote, as you showcased for us. So that is 15 points to Greg for our first point tally of the night.
All right, and how do we do on golden features tonight, Meg?
Wow, okay, so let's start with Greg. He discovered 0 golden features. Ethan, 0 golden features. D-Rob, 0 golden features. And Josiah, 0 golden features. As a reminder and to inform our contestants, our golden features tonight were the 5-point golden feature was to make a plot that facets by education. You could have plotted literally anything, X and Y. We just wanted to see a facet by education. And then the second golden feature worth 10 points. I promise I really didn't think this was, you know, more wacky than calculating air density, but was to do some kind of like clustering of segments and then visualizing those clusters. Could have, you know, done I see Nick's face right now and I'm concerned or excited. I'm not really sure how I feel. Tonight's been a lot. But yeah, the second golden feature with 10 points was to, segment the customers into clusters and do some kind of visualization. Could have done anything, could have done hierarchical clustering, you know, whatever. Didn't really matter. We just wanted to see some kind of visualization of clusters. So we didn't see a ton of data visualization tonight overall, so it's not shocking that we didn't see any of our contestants uncover a golden feature. But that's one of many sliced firsts tonight. Sliced firsts tonight. No golden features, so. They're like platinum features tonight, apparently. Is that fancier than gold? I don't know.
I'm just trying to get the scoring ready, Meg. But the order we'll be doing this in, based off chat, will be Ethan, Josiah, D-Rob, and Greg, who won chat. So we'll start with Ethan in just 1 second, y'all.
All right. Can only find. Oh wait, no. Here they go. This is like how you know that I'm ready for the... I don't know why, but this is now officially how you know I'm ready for the data visualization. The tiny hands are here. Okay. Nick, this is so hard!
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, Meg. I know I say this every week. I think tonight's gonna be shocking.
Oh my god.
I think tonight's gonna be shocking.
I don't know if you mean like overall, or you're talking specifically about the modeling. I'm like already like maximum shocked by like everything.
Okay. Are you ready? With Ethan?
Okay, we're yep. Yes, I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. You know. Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ethan. Why 4, Meg? I give him 6.
Okay. So let me try to say some words about the data visualization that Ethan created. You know, I thought he He did some data visualizations. He did some things that I think were kind of like pretty basic EDA kind of stuff, like a number of box plots. Oh man. I shouldn't read chat while I'm trying to like give my data visualization points.
You really shouldn't.
I really shouldn't read chat.
You really shouldn't.
Yeah. So yeah, we saw a few things. I thought he spent a lot of time on like the box plots. Like there was a ton of box plots. And I think I just wanted to see maybe a little bit more like variety perhaps. But you know, he had some, you know, he even paired some of those data visualizations with some insights. We saw a little bit of customization and I think the color palette, as you noted, Nick. But yeah, all of that when compared against the other contestants somehow adds up to 4. So there we go.
Okay, let's go with Josiah. 3, 2, 1. Are you ready?
Oh,
Okay,
shit. No,
okay.
I'm not ready.
You're not
I'm
ready.
not ready.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't been ready, but I'm even less ready. Okay, so we're doing Josiah next. Okay. We can like see what I'm doing. Okay. All right, now I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, Josiah. Why 1, Meg?
I have to wait till I can see what your score is
I
because
gave
I'm
him a
on
2.
the lag on the Twitch
I
screen.
gave him a 2.
I don't hate the base plots, Josiah. I'm a big fan of base plots as well. I think there just was surely just not a ton or really much, if any, like data visualization from Josiah at all. Like I think we definitely saw, you know, between Greg and Ethan, certainly we saw them aiming for some like measure of volume in some regard and some measure of like insights and things like that. And I think Josiah, it was more of like a kind of like box ticking exercise. Like you got a point from me, you got a couple points from Nick. But yeah, Greg is the volume plotter. But yeah, for me, I think that's maybe my signature now to say there were plots. You got a point from me. So
Yeah, I think he made an attempt. I was really interested to see if he was going to do that bivariate density plot.
yeah,
Hex plot.
yeah.
But I never ended up seeing it. All right, ready for D-Rob?
Yes, I am ready for D-Rob.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Wait.
Sorry. I'm ready in the mental sense, but I'm not ready in the.
What is going on tonight?
I don't know, Nick.
Chat has it been this chaotic the entire night? Chat, has it been this chaotic the entire night? All right, D-Rob, ready? 3, 2, 1. David Robinson. Nice.
Did we tie?
I give him a 6.
Kind of. If I do this, yeah. Okay.
I give him a 6. Why a 9, Meg?
So yeah, I gave. You know, it's kind of interesting how I do the points throughout the shows. I sort of have like my own kind of personal live tracker. Everybody starts out at 5s, and I kind of like bump people up and down. You know, making sure that everything adds up to 20 as as the show progresses and as our contestants are creating plot. David started off at like, I mean, he was basically like 20, you know, or whatever, you know, it was very high. And it was really only when our other contestants started to make a little bit of a showing in terms of data visualization that I started to pull my score down. So maybe this is a bit of an anchoring effect or something like that he was able to get a lot of kind of quality stuff out earlier. But yeah, we did see a lot of a variety. As usual, we saw a lot of the like modeling based plots, but we also saw some kind of real insights. Yeah, you know, they're just like nice plots. Like Nick, you said they're sort of like, oh, you could imagine seeing that in like a Tufty textbook or something like that. But that said, like if I'm going to compare D-Rob from lap 1 to lap 2, lap 1 is a clear winner in terms of the quality of the plots and just the coolness, the cool factor. But still manages to, you know, pull in 9 points from me for this episode.
All right. Last but not least, y'all, let's get Greg Matthews. Are you ready for Greg?
Almost right. I guess well, yeah. Yes.
All right, 3, 2, 1, Greg. We both gave him 6. I'll just say that I gave everyone 6, with the exception of Josiah. I personally thought all the data visualization were very unique in their own ways, and they all kind of like hit the same note for me. Greg with this quantity and like just spamming data viz. Again, although maybe not the most informative, it was, not necessarily educational or knowledgeable in any sense, but it did sort of tore the span of all the data viz in literally ggplot's gallery, it seemed. D-Rob had a little more focused effort in terms of how the data visualization was emphasizing and actualizing his model tuning, and Ethan had a lot more exploration and trying to let the data speak through different interactions he was trying to plot. Now, again, Josiah was hoping to see a little more from Josiah just because of his that bivariate density plot. I thought he was going to get some pretty interesting stuff if he was going to try to start plotting things across like multiple factors and find density in them. But I guess we never ended up getting there. It seemed like a lot of R crashing for him. But that does get us to the modeling round. Let's hear what the points are so far, Meg.
Yeah, so starting with Ethan. Ethan has 10 points total, and he needs 53 points to advance to the playoffs, at least based on points that he earns through the course of the show. Next, we have Josiah, who stands at 3 points in today's episode, and he needs 40 points total to advance to the playoffs. And then we have D-Rob, David Robinson, who is at 15 points right now, and he just needs 28 points total to be able to advance to the playoffs. Dying to know at this point what the results of the modeling will give us. And then finally we've got Greg, who has been possibly live coding from a Starbucks at 27 points, and he needs 57 points, so 30 more points to win or to advance to the playoffs. All right, I'll just note that is 30 points that he could earn if he's number 1 in modeling, if that is what the private leaderboard revealed to us tonight.
All right, ready?
I am this time I'm like physically ready, but I'm not sure that I'm mentally ready, but we should do it anyway.
Okay. We'll award the public the chat non-contestant. All right, Meg, we're going to confer real quick. Chat. So we're going to be muted. Me and Meg are going to be talking real quickly, but we need to confer on something.
Great.
Okay.
I love people think we look sus right now.
Okay, so we have conferred, and now we can confirm the top score that will be getting Swaggle and NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute token is Danny Tressman. Trice. He's been in my stream for a while. I remember meeting him through the Big Data Bowl. He's been in here for a long time. Congrats to Danny. Congratulations to getting the highest non-competitor score.
I love that he is. I mean, I can only see the public leaderboard still. I love that Danny Treisman is at 21st on the public leaderboard.
He rose
out of 35.
He rose
so,
a lot of spots.
I'm already loving the shakeup. Sense a little bit of shakeup.
There is much there. Okay, let's go with it. We're just jumping in. Shut up, music. It's seriousness time. Okay. Modeling. Lowest score wins. We're starting with Ethan. Ethan is the order will be Ethan, Josiah, D-Rob, Greg. Ethan's score is log loss 0.0686. 0.0686. You need to be lower than that to beat Ethan. Next is Josiah Perry. Josiah has a score of 5.647. 5.6. So
I believe we did see him submit all zeros at
did.
the end. So
he did. He did submit, though. He did submit. And remember, ties, the tiebreaker is if you submit before someone else. So keep that in mind.
I'm intrigued that you're reminding me of that. Okay.
Next is D-Rob. D-Rob has a score of 0.074. 0.072.
Oh my god. Okay.
From D-Rob. Okay. Ethan the lead. D-Rob second. Josiah third. Greg. Dr. Gregory Matthews has a score of 0.076. 0.076.
Wow.
So he is actually third. So Ethan wins modeling. Second place, D-Rob. Third place by just a hair. Dr. Gregory Matthews. Josiah fourth. That does mean Ethan gets 40 points at the end of the night. Greg with 32. D-Rob 25. Josiah Perry 3. What a crazy chaotic.
Oh my god.
Crazily chaotic night on Slice. And let me just say, y'all, Data Lab came in first. He won already. We can't award him. Ethan actually came in second.
Like, second overall.
Second
Incredible.
overall.
Wow.
Ethan came in second.
Ethan came in second place.
Second overall. Yeah, for a person who wasn't feeling it, I bet he's feeling it right now. So.
Yeah, wow. You just have to, it's sort of like, you just have to be feeling it more than your opponents, right? I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Is it normal, Nick, that my heart is like kind of pounding right now? Like, is that what sports fans feel when they are, yeah.
What a moment. I'm not gonna lie. What a moment for Sliced. What a moment. Just tonight was so crazy. What a random, chaotic night. Truly one of the more memorable nights of Sliced. What a fun one.
We made a lot of memories tonight. Yeah. Wow.
Well, just want to say thanks to all of our supporters. Thank you to our studio, Streamlit, and to NVIDIA. Thanks for all the support for this season. I'm Nick Wan. I'm manager of data science over at KFC. Meg?
I'm Meg Ristall. I'm Nick's co-host on this lovely show, Sliced. And I am a product lead at Kaggle, a Google company. And you can follow me on Twitter at Megan Risdall, where I tweet about Sliced.
Stick with us for the raid. We're going over to Code in Public. Give them a lot of love for us, y'all. Make sure everyone gets into the raid. Code in Public. Doing some code in the public. Congrats to all of our contestants. And wow, what an amazingly wild, chaotic night of Sliced. Meg, what a wild one, right?
That was wild. I think, we have a lot to digest with that episode.
I'm so okay. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Thank you being so active tonight.
Thank you.
So cool. My throat is absolutely gonna fall out of my body it's so on fire right now. I need to like, I can't stream tomorrow. I'm probably not going to stream Thursday because I have an insanely bad sore throat. But I completely forgot about all of my soreness doing this. So I appreciate all of you in chat. Thank you.
Thanks for hanging in there, Nick.
Well, thanks for co-hosting, Meg.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, y'all. Send you over to Code in Public. Big old raid for Code in Public. Let's make sure we give them a good old tomb raid for us. Spam those emotes when you get in there. We'll see you next week for the regular season end, and we will also have the playoffs locked in. So incredible.